All right, here we go. TexAgs Watch Along. Texas A&M versus the Alabama Crimson Tide. Due to some scheduling difficulties this week, I am joined by football savant Richard Zane.
Savant being the apt word.
We're going to have a tough time keeping him, keeping his attention on this game whenever the Dodgers start here soon.
And that is not an indictment on A&M.
The good thing is with the Aggies coming into tonight, there's not a lot of expectation. So if A&M is, in the game in the second half, it's kind of more like, hey, like this is pretty cool. Like you're not sitting on pins and needles or on your hands about what's going to happen next. But it's been a wild day in college football.
Has been a pretty crazy day. That first game today, Oklahoma, Texas, was wild.
And the second half of Arkansas and Ole Miss might have been more entertaining than Oklahoma, Texas. So either way, like we had a great day up here. There was a ton of people at our tailgate. It was a lot of fun. Good day here at TexAgs.
It's been. I came up here a lot earlier than I expected to. Being at the office 4 hours before kickoff is not always the plan or ever the plan, but it was time well spent today.
Folks starting to pour in here on the stream. Last couple of weeks, pretty good numbers, Richard. I think we'll end up doing better on these away games because, there'll be less people obviously in the game and more people maybe tuned in with us. So if you're in the chat, if you're watching, we thank you for joining us this evening. Do any of you have any expectations for what you want to see tonight? Throw the score out. What do you want to see A&M do? Is there a specific player that you think you would like to see play well? Obviously, the continued progression of Zach Calzada will be a huge talking point at the end of this game for the Aggies. Zane, I think you have to play well enough to where when you're going into next week at Mizzou and then the following week at South Carolina, I think the goal tonight would be just give yourself something to hold on to.
Yeah, give yourself something to build a little bit of confidence off of and rally around, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're just looking for, moral victories are never what you want, but you're looking for something that you can, point to as we're trending in the right direction after what will ultimately be or likely be 3 consecutive losses.
Bama has done what Bama does the entire season to everybody they played. Outside of Florida, Florida had some success. Remember, Florida went down, was it 17 to nothing? 17? It was 21 to 3.
Honestly, I didn't watch much of that game.
It was 21 to 3, and Florida just, they kept running the football. They stuck with the run. Now, dual threat abilities they've got in their quarterback, Emory Jones. So it made Bama defend a little bit more of the field in the running game. But I think that's what A&M has to at least try to do early. Your best 2 players on offense have been 28 and 6. Zach has struggled. We know Zach has struggled in terms of just seeing the game, getting the ball out on time, getting the ball to the right guy. And he's going to face the toughest test of his career tonight, no doubt. Beautiful scenes here as the CBS broadcast pans across.
I'm jealous, man.
A very pretty night in College Station. The Aggie band going. And we get the A-team, Brad Nessler and Gary Danielson. If I know anything about Aggies, now that they know who's on the call, we may be getting more people on the stream now.
I like Brad Nessler. I think Brad Nessler calls a great game.
Yep, he's great.
And, as someone who grew up playing NCAA football video games, like he sounds like college football to me. I know a bunch of people say that about other broadcasters in the past, but Nessler's good.
Mm-hmm.
The guy he's paired with seems to be out to lunch every now and then, but he's getting to watch his favorite team tonight.
He does love him. He likes Alabama. He loves the Tide. And I saw a YouTube video where somebody had gone back and made a compilation of Gary Danielson, bigging up Alabama. It was pretty hysterically funny. But listen, the run that Bama's been on over the last decade is the greatest dynasty in college football history. And I don't know that, we'll see another one like it. It does seem like in the shots that we were able to see, it's hard because, the background isn't super clear. But with that shot of Nessler and Danielson in the studio, it looked like there's quite a bit of crimson there, which I'd imagine there would be.
They travel well. There are quite a few of them. My family and I went out to lunch today. There are quite a few Bama fans around town, which is expected. This game was also supposed to be a top 10 showdown of unbeatens for SEC West supremacy, right? And
Mhm.
that was what it was billed as preseason, and it is not the case.
Yeah, and I've said to a lot of people this week, we've talked a lot about, and even I talked with the CT about it last week on this live stream. The A&M program, the season's in bad shape. 3-2, looking at the best team in the country with a backup quarterback. Season's in a rough spot, but the program isn't. When you look at what they're running out there, last week they had 13 guys hurt, 13 key contributors hurt. They're playing a ton of freshmen, redshirt freshmen, and first-year playing sophomores. They're only going to get better.
Yeah.
They're only going to get better. And with guys like Bryce Foster and Reuben Fothery tonight, huge challenge, right? Bryce Foster's going to have to deal with DJ Dale right over the top of him. Reuben Fothery's going to have to block the best pass rusher in the country and Will Anderson. Those guys are going to get beat tonight. It's going to happen. But it's part of this growth process for this team and what they've got to go through. At this point in the season, it is what it is. You're going to take those lumps with those guys and you're going to keep running them out there because these reps are valuable lessons for down the road.
I mean, it's the old cliche, right? They use all the time that iron sharpens iron.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you want to be the best, play the best, and beat the best. So.
Yep. Apparently, CBS just said that Haynes King's unlikely to return this season, which we had been hearing murmurs of. I don't know how, nobody that we have talked to has come out and said that definitively, that's going to happen. But there's been some murmurs and different folks across the country with sources saying different things that we've heard some of that. But until we hear it from, Coach Fisher, it's kind of hard to go out and say that he won't be back for the remainder of the season. But if he's not, then it's Zach knows he's got the ball every week.
I mean, Zach knows he's got the ball every week for the foreseeable future, right? That's really all that matters. He's the guy right now.
We'll see. I have not heard that Haynes would be definitively out for the remainder of the season. If CBS really reported that, again, we don't have audio here, so I didn't hear the context in which that was stated. That's just coming through on the chat. So CBS says, per Jimbo, told them yesterday morning in a meeting. Wow.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that would be straight from the source.
Well,
and I mean,
we just watched the
heals
end
differently, right? So you never know how long guys are going to take to come back, especially from
a
break.
It's a bone, so you're not going to come back quicker. It's got to heal. The bone's got to fuse back together.
That's a cool shot. I like when CBS does their little
flyover camera. Yeah,
I like that. And this
really pretty.
This camera they've been using on this drone is super cool. Getting some cool shots of Kyle Field.
And look, we were just watching the end of Iowa Penn State. We saw what happens when your starting quarterback goes out of the game. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Malik Hornsby came in for a little bit today for Arkansas. They had some design run packages for him. And even still, the couple plays I saw was a huge negative play where he tried to reverse field. And
I mean, not everybody can be Oklahoma where your backup comes in and you can be better.
I actually talked to an Oklahoma source today during the game while they were playing, and I was like, is Caleb Williams just not ready, or what's the vibe in Norman with, they kept giving Spencer Rattler chances. And the reason why Oklahoma was in that hole, first of all, Texas came out with their heads on fire, but Spencer Rattler just kept being, the football was a present, like a gift that he was giving to people. He was so nonchalant with the football. And I'm sitting there at going into the half going there's no way that Rattler gives them the best chance to win the game. And they insert Caleb Williams in the second half after he bust a 66-yard touchdown run in the first half. They went with him exclusively in the second half and won the game. And he looks like he is going to be the starter from here on out.
You say exclusively. Rattler came in for one play, that 2-point conversion.
He threw that?
He threw that. Yeah, he came in for the 2-point conversion.
I did not know that.
Yeah. And
I was watching that whole game. I never noticed that.
That's the thing, though, right? Everyone talks about the 2-point plays. It's all about comfort, and the trusting the guys. Everyone has to trust each other, and they work on those. I'm sure with the ones all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the backup's getting reps on the 2-point plays because you got to have those, right? So that the insertion there makes sense.
A lot of big time recruits in town today. A lot of them came through our offices. We saw a lot of faces. So the atmosphere, if you can hang around, and see where you're at halftime, and you get that 12th man rocking. You don't have to win the game to leave an impression. And here come the Aggies.
Kyle Field with 102,000.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how many people fit in there? I mean, it's special. Regardless of the opponent, regardless of the score, it's pretty sweet. Looks like a lot of maroon, Brian. I think that camera we saw with Nestler and Danielson the color wasn't very good.
Well, I imagine, like you said, when a lot of these tickets were bought and the anticipation for this matchup, the build-up everybody thought was going to be a little bit different. But it is what it is, and we'll see with the looks like Bama is going to kick off. The Aggies will be getting the ball. Start the night. Hey, Dalton.
Live TV, all 22, about 30 seconds.
That's 30 seconds behind?
Yeah. So if you see something and you want to confirm what you saw,
okay.
you have the all 22.
So Dalton has got the all 22 set up right in front of Richard's face so that Richard can provide a Peyton and Eli Manning type of breakdown for what he sees.
You do. Yeah, I'm not going to be seeing anything. Do you want me to tell it straight? I don't think you want me to tell it straight.
I know what you draw and tell us.
My drawings aren't
Kind of a one-trick
not
pony.
PG.
Dalton has been throwing just haymakers all day at Richard. Called you a one-trick pony.
Not everybody.
Ball's kicked off. Devon Achane will watch it go through the back of the end zone. Aggies will start 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Just
we'll
to close the book on the whole Dalton thing. Not everybody can be a Swiss Army knife like he can. You know, he just does it all.
He's certainly some kind of knife. All right, here we go. First possession for the Aggies. We'll check the starting lineups to see if anything stands out. Demond Demas, Anais Smith, Watermeyer, Spiller. We are going to get a start at left guard for Blake Traynor.
Mm-hmm. I had heard that was going to be the case. Somebody posted that in our game thread. If you're a premium subscriber on TexAgs, you can follow along with that too.
Jump cut, good run by Spiller. 5 yards on the game's first play.
He's going to have to play a huge role.
That play right there, a 5-yard gain, is a huge win tonight for A&M.
Yeah, if you can consistently do that, absolutely. Him and A-Chain.
Miles Travis says we need a clock. I don't think we can do that. There's certain things we cannot put on the stream.
Yeah, we can't take any of the broadcast graphic packages or footage because they'll pull us down pretty quick.
Bama having tough time getting subbed and getting lined up.
Must be loud in there. Oh,
Spiller.
The offense got the ball. Can't be loud.
Spiller breaks it off, 15-yard gain right through the middle of the Alabama defense. Bama did not get lined up there. They are late getting subs on and off, and the Aggies gash them right through the middle. Everything fitted up pretty nice. Aggies out past the 45-yard line.
It's a good start.
Be the last time we see Isaiah Spiller, or the last half of the season for Isaiah Spiller in maroon and white. Calzada's first throw on the boot.
Okay.
Rifle to Anais Smith on a comeback for about an 11, 12-yard gain. Good throw, good play call, got him on the move. Got a flag.
Looks like that's probably either a hold or an eligible man downfield. So I got the stat broadcast pulled up too.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes they put some stuff in that's wrong. Yeah, roughing the passer.
You can't do that.
No.
You cannot react to what you're seeing.
You
did that. You were on stream a couple weeks ago, and you had your laptop.
Look, so I'll take you behind the curtain.
That did get popped right underneath the jaw.
I'll take you behind the curtain a little bit. I got to write a story at the same time we're watching.
Is that not targeting? Where did he hit him?
Dude, I still have no idea
Look
what
at this.
targeting is. That is targeting.
That's a little high.
He led with the helmet, too.
They're going to look at this, huh? Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Who was that? Was that Malachi Moore? That was on Moore? Oh, they got him for targeting?
Wow.
That is huge.
So Bama's best cover corner is now out of the game.
3 plays in?
Holy cow.
Wow.
That's a boneheaded move by that. What are you doing? You don't need to hit him. The ball's gone.
So, like you said, we don't have audio. Dalton,
That's targeting.
Are they adding targeting and do you get both targeting and roughing the passer? So is that
30 yards?
30 yards in penalties?
No, I think it'd only be one, huh?
No, I mean,
The Aggies are inside
they're
the Bama
inside the
30.
30. Wow.
First and 10 A&M at the Alabama 28-yard line. Good. Take what he can give you. Damon Demas. Oh, good move. It's okay.
I like
It's
that.
a 6-yard gain on first down. Look, they ran Devon A-Chain up the seam there, ran him off, and got the defense on their heels a little bit. Yeah, we get the
I
chance
wanna
to
see that
look
again.
at
Yeah,
it
this
again.
is cool. Thank you, CBS.
Thank you, Dalton.
Thank you, and Dalton.
See, watch A-Chain run up the seam here. Didn't have him. That's a good read by Zach. Hey, I like this over here now. We're going to get a chance to look at these plays again. 2nd and 4 for the Aggies.
Don't get too used to it. This is only a CBS thing.
Right.
Oh.
Blitz from the far side corner, catches Isaiah Spiller in the background. So the Aggies facing their first 3rd down and distance of the night. Good play call. Good blitz call by the Alabama defense. Corner from the near side. It was actually the slot corner. They were gambling that they were gonna get run, and they got it. Third and 9, Texas A&M at the Alabama 28-yard line. Showing pressure. They back out. Catch thrown and caught to Chase Lane at the 21. Go back and look at this, Zane. Could Lane have stayed on his feet here? That's what Jimbo's saying, stay up. Let's get a look. Yeah, I don't know why he's falling down.
Did he trip or something?
Yeah, I think that's on Chase, man. There was no reason for him to catch and fall, and now A&M set up for a field goal attempt from Seth Small. 38-yarder is good. Texas A&M on the board first, Richard. 3.
So I did.
What a great first drive.
I did not have that. That was, I mean,
But
you get helped out there by a massive penalty.
Yeah, but then on 3rd and 8,
a big role throughout the game.
Right. I think so too, with Moore being out. But great first drive. You're happy with points, but you're sitting there going, it's 3rd and 8, and we throw a 6-yard completion, and they fall down with nobody around him. All right, chat. What do we think? Good first drive. Few really good runs by Isaiah Spiller. Zach Calzada comes out, gets the ball to open guys, taking kind of the underneath stuff, not forcing the ball down the field.
You just got to avoid those negative plays. That 6-yard loss that Spiller took. That's the thing that
And when
obviously
we watched it, when you watch it on the all 22, I mean, they blitz from the slot on that side to the play side and just outnumbered A&M over there.
And that's one of the things Alabama's gonna do to you, just because they're so talented. But like I said, minimizing is the key word. You're not going to take it completely away.
Now, the defensive plan against Bryce Young and company is going to be very interesting because Bryce Young is better than Will Rogers.
Yeah.
And Bama's set of skill players is much better than what Mississippi State's got. And also their offensive line is full of future millionaires.
Yeah, but you're also facing you're facing a completely different offensive scheme. Like, I mean, the numbers were pretty ugly last week against Mississippi State, but they threw the ball like 60 times, and they were content taking those under routes. You know, they were okay taking the checkdowns and the dump off passes. I don't think Alabama's going to do that too much. They're obviously going to be a much more balanced pro style attack, and I think that favors A&M a little bit better. It's just all about Jalen Jones and I guess
Tyreek Chappelle
staying with
Deuce Harmon,
those guys. Yeah.
I mean, again, there's the corner position in terms of what you've got available compared to what you thought you were going to have come in.
Oh, man, it's just been ravaged by injury.
Yep.
It's just awful. Like, it sucks for those kids.
Texas A&M 21-4 under Jimbo Fisher when scoring first.
I like that stat. Might have to do a night after. A&M contributes a 22nd win to that.
Still a long way to go. Whole lot of football left, Zane.
getting ahead of myself a little
Yes.
bit. A lot of it.
Caden Davis hits a bad kickoff. Not what you want. He's been really good kicking the ball through the back of the end zone, and he completely mishits that and kicks it out of bounds. And Jimbo is not happy.
Not a guy I want to be around when he's angry. Jimbo Fisher. A little
Yes.
scary.
So Bama will start at the A&M, or excuse me, at their own 35-yard line. It's funny being a recruiting analyst and look at some of these names that Bama is starting. You see a lot of familiar faces in terms of guys that have either come out of the state of Texas or guys that A&M's recruited really hard that ended up in Tuscaloosa. 1st and 10, tied from the 35. Well, they're going to go back 5 for a delay. Bama, again, is not lined up correctly.
Yeah, it wasn't a delay game. They still have about 11 seconds on the play clock. What?
A delay on the defense?
Disconcerting signals is what they've ruled on the.
Hold on. They called that on Damani clapping his hands to move guys around because he can't hear. Well, I'm sure Gary Danielson's very happy with that call. The defense has got to be able to communicate.
Not clap? Because that's how everybody triggers the snap nowadays?
I guess. 3-yard run for Bama on 1st and 5. Going to be 2nd and 2 from the A&M 38.
That's weird. I don't like
I
that.
don't like that call.
Yeah, they did call it on Damani.
Bryce Young drops back over the middle. Drop. Looked like the
Who's that? Who's 8?
DeMarvin Leal?
No, I know who DeMarvin Leal. I'm
For
talking about the
Bama?
receiver.
I don't know. They graduated all those really good players. 3rd and 2. Good play by the umpire, John Mechie.
I love a good screen.
Naked roll. Got to go tackle. A lot of options for Bryce Young there. He showed his patience there. Got it to Reese Latu. 1st and 10 tied. They convert on their first 3rd down of the day. Look at all these options he's got once he breaks the pocket.
Wow. That's easy.
So Bama converts after a 1st and 5 set up by questionable defensive delay of game. There's the first carry. Oh, that's Brian Robinson. I thought that was Jace McClellan.
They're going to get a hold here. Tyree Johnson was held up.
Like he was.
Yeah.
He plays with more power than you think for being an undersized defensive end. He's had a good career at A&M.
Oh, he has. And this year you've seen him transform into more than that. He was dubbed that 3rd down specialist, right?
Mhm.
That guy that would come in and be an X factor on the crucial down. He's more of your every down guy. It's been impressive to see him make that transition this year.
All right, so the drive started with an A&M penalty, and Bama has one of their own. 1st and 20 for the Tide now. Back at their own 43-yard line. Empty set for Bryce Young with an attached tight end. They turn to Marvin Leal loose, and they complete to Slade Bolden. That was a huge miscommunication by the Bama offensive line. Really good job by Bryce Young to see that his protection screwed up and turned the guy loose, and he got it out to his hot receiver. Second and 11. It's a good play for Bama after a 1st and 20. Inside give. Good play, Aaron Hansford. All right, going to be about 3rd and 9, Zaner. 3rd and 8. See if that Kyle Field crowd can get into it early on.
And how about A&M being in the league for how many years? This is year 9, year 10,
Mhm.
year 10, and this being their first primetime game on this channel.
Yeah, CBS did what they do 2 a year.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. And having
Eric
it be
Young on the
at
field.
Kyle Field.
Mm-hmm. Eric Young playing that, looks like that nickel or that dime back.
Oh,
And he got out of there. Bryce Young scrambles for a first down. Across the 30.
Marv got his hands on him.
Mm-hmm. He's slippery. Really good player, this kid. Going to be a pain for a long time in the SEC.
He's very poised. He's very calm.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem
Good
like
pressure by the
anything.
Aggies. Leal gets a hand on him, but just couldn't do enough to bring him down. He makes one little sudden move in the open field and gets enough for the first down. Tide entering field goal range now.
Michael Clemens. Oh.
Pass out to the flat again to Slade Bolden. A&M was playing coverage there, and again, soft on the edge. Bama picks up 8 on first down. Second and 2, Tide at the Aggie 22-yard line, 23-yard line.
The 23 officially.
Near side give. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Really good job of playing the leverage there. Michael Clemens, DeMarvin Leal had his hat in the right place.
Already Bama's third down opportunity in this game.
Somebody that's in the chat has got the TV on or can hear the TV at least. What's the volume level like? Because the pictures seem like there's a lot of people making noise. Aggie's a little bit discombobulated getting lined up. 3rd and 2 from the Aggie 23. Got to go tackle. Damani can't make the play. They get just enough. Jemias Williams with the catch in the flat.
Inside the red zone.
And the Tide are inside the red zone. They are 3 for 3 on 3rd down.
Three for 3 on 3rd downs.
Everybody's saying
Not
loud.
great.
That's how Kyle sounds, loud.
That's
All right.
Good.
See if you can hold them to a field goal attempt now, Zane. Tied at the 20. They're using a lot of this arc motion. Wide open out of the backfield. Jace McClellan, touchdown. Again, the Aggie defense, not good in the flats. Excuse me, that wasn't Jace McClellan.
Roydell Williams.
Roydell Williams. So all this motion, I got the Aggies' eyes in the wrong spot. So I wonder if they're playing man here. Would somebody completely turn the back loose? It looks like that may be Aaron Hansford. Alabama answers as they often do with a touchdown.
Not surprising there, man.
7-3 Crimson Tide, 6:42 left in the first quarter. So something's got to give. Alabama has won 45 straight games when scoring a touchdown on their opening drive. Jimbo was 21-4 when scoring first. A lot of work done out to the flats of the A&M defense in that first drive by the Crimson Tide.
So
that was a bust. You can't have a guy come out of the backfield that wide open.
I mean, yeah. Can't ever let anybody get that wide open, right? But that's just what Bama does. I mean,
Bryce Young very poised, under control in that drive.
he's impressive. Every time.
Oh,
I've
yeah, that's
watched
right.
him this
Jace
year,
McClellan is hurt,
he's
right?
impressive.
He got hurt against Florida, I think.
I'll Google that.
That's right. Ryan Evans pointed that out. I forgot. He'd been playing a bunch, too. I hope that's not true because didn't he miss a year at Alito with an ACL? You find anything?
I don't see anything. Might help if I know how to spell Jace.
It's Jase.
Knee injury. Yeah.
Luke says it feels like we have 10 guys on the field. It did that drive. A lot of guys coming out of the flat wide open.
He suffered it in the Ole Miss game. They said it believed to be a, quote, significant knee
Oh,
injury.
wow. That's awful.
Nick Saban said the initial outlook is not good. I think he's probably going to be out for a while. Close
Wow.
quote.
I hate to hear that. By all accounts, he's a really good kid and an outstanding player. Had an incredible career there at Aledo. Again, people in the chat are commenting about feels like we saw this last week against Mississippi State. I think you're right. Mississippi State did a good job attacking A&M on the flats. That's a bust, though. That is somebody, a busted assignment. It's hard to put that on a coach, right? When it busts like that. And come back to here and they're showing the replay. All right. Kickoff through the end zone. Aggies will start again at their own 25. You go back in that first Bama drive and you look at the missed tackle by Damani in the open field. You had, DeMarvin Leal gets his hands on Bryce Young on a third down drop back. Couldn't get him.
That was the biggest play.
Yeah, the scramble.
That 15-yard scramble. Yeah.
Bama showing pressure. Little zone look. Calzada stands in.
I
Delivers
like
a
the
strike. Hey, he looks much better.
Not just that. I mean, Calzada looks a little more comfortable. Also, you like seeing Damon Demas get in there. But how about Foster picking up?
Mhm.
Watch this man move over to the top of him.
Right.
And he helps pick up. Weidemeyer comes in as well.
The more this young offensive line plays together, I mean, they're going to play better. There's 2 catches for Damon Demas here early.
You'll love to see it.
Weidemeyer
we
wide
go.
open. Jalen Weidemeyer toward the middle of the field. Stiff arm. Buries his head.
Okay.
Good play call there. I just, this is some of the stuff, Richard, I think these routes have been open.
Mm-hmm.
And it just takes the game slowing down a little bit for Zach to see them.
Yeah, that's true. And, I mean, maybe that's something. Huh?
What, Dalton?
Our Bama analyst said Alabama.
Oh.
So Dalton's telling us on Up to the Second College Football, a podcast with one David Nuno, that one of our guys from BamaInsider.com, Tony Tusculis, said that they struggle covering the tight.
Wide open. Touchdown,
There's Jalen
Texas
Weidemeyer.
A&M. Not there for Calzada.
Wow.
Great job in protection by the Aggie offensive line. And Jalen Weidemeyer leaks out to the corner, and there's nobody around him. The Aggies retake the lead. 75-yard drive. Back-to-back 75-yard drive.
No, they didn't go on a 75-yard drive for a field goal, Bronny.
And that's not how you do that?
No, that's not how you do that, man. You only get the yards that you gain on
Well,
the
he's
ground.
wide. They turned him loose anyway. They turned him. Look how early they turned him loose. But again,
Who?
that
You
had
talking about Weidemeyer?
Weidemeyer.
Yeah.
A great job in protection by the offensive line. Zach got a little happy feet, and he starts rolling to his right, and he finds a wide open Jalen Weidemeyer. We're going to look at it again. He's open just on that little tight end fade down that 9 route down the far sideline. Zach gets out of the pocket, and you can't miss him. Aggies lead 10-7 with 5:26 left in the first quarter. Big time.
You might have a game here, man. I don't think
Well,
anybody expected
still
this
early.
kind of start.
This start is
And what
something
you're
that they've
seeing
not
from
done.
But what you're seeing from Calzada is everything he's doing so far is building his confidence,
Yes.
and it is just growing the energy inside that stadium. Like, it is building.
Mm-hmm. I bet it's going to – the atmosphere's got to be crazy.
The longer you stick around in this game, the longer you go without making a mistake that could turn the game, it's just going to get more and more it's going to get louder and louder inside that stadium, and it's going to give you a chance.
Sorry, I'm having a tweet from the TexAgs.
It's okay. We're all multitaskers here. Zach Calzada, 27-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Waterman.
Chat, how we feeling? It's early. It is early.
Yeah, for sure. But I think it's a better start than
We got a Bammer in here.
okay.
G Bama boy, what's good, man? Glad you're joining the stream. You guys have a heck of a program and a heck of a coach, and it must be nice to be a Bama fan. I can't imagine what the last 10 years have been like.
So I had a friend from high school who went to Alabama, and some like when they win national championships and they party in the street, like that just looks like so much fun.
Yeah.
Like
Can
I
you
just
imagine
wish
the
I
scene
could-
at Northgate if A&M pulled something
Dude,
like that off?
Northgate doesn't exist the Tuesday night after the national champion or the Tuesday morning after the national championship game.
Joshua
A&M
Swart
wins it.
says, I don't recognize this team. Look, man, like the talent is there. It has not gone well for A&M thus far. You know, when you're given the injuries and kind of Zach's performance in the first couple of weeks as a starter. But the talent's there. A&M has recruited at a national championship level. They've got good players. They just don't have a lot of experienced players. Brian Dennison says, can we get some rain and call it like NASCAR?
I think they got to play five full innings, right, Brian, for it to be an official game.
Ryan Evans, way better start, and Calzada seems much more settled. Sure hope confidence can continue to grow all game. Defense needs to keep us in it. All right, 10-7 Aggies. Caden Davis puts this kickoff through the end zone, so the Tide will start at their own 25-yard line.
Oh, someone in my grad school group chat just said if we rush the field, she's never attending a class again.
You know, Bama's these stacked concepts, these motions and stuff. It seems like A&M had trouble with it last week against Mississippi State, and they just are their eyes in the wrong spot long enough to create some separation. And Bryce Young connects on a 10-yard completion to start this drive. Give to Robinson Jr., makes a man miss. 9-yard run. So Bama right back to it.
What was the over-under in this game?
Don't know. Jaden Peavy with some pressure. Leon let his feet go dead and he dove. Second and 1.
51.
Alabama. Play action. Going to take a shot. You're going to take an angle here. Bryce Young can run, and he gets it away. Bama looking to take a deep shot there on second and 1, and gets pressure from Michael Clemens, forces him out of the pocket, and Bryce Young's forced to throw it away.
Another third down.
Yes, Bama
Fourth one already.
has been really good on third down so far.
What is Clemens doing?
A&M is not lined up. They're going to take a
A&M probably
timeout.
Take a timeout. Yeah. What was going on?
Yeah, Aggie defense personnel-wise, didn't know who should be out there. Had Michael Clemens come off and then go back on, but we also saw.
See, look, they're trying to sub on. It looks
Yeah.
like 34 and Clemency, they're both coming off.
Yeah, they had issues getting stubbed in and out. Jimbo forced to burn a timeout because he had Fadil Diggs on the field there as well that plays the same position as Michael Clemens. I know this. Bama has been successful on offense so far, but I think the A&M defensive line has played pretty well. Bama has had a lot of their success getting to the edge. Luke says wasted timeout. I don't know that it's a wasted timeout, man.
No, it's not a wasted timeout. Because what happens if you get in the backfield, get the Young, make the stop here on 3rd and 1?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't take that timeout, First of all, you might
You
get
might have 12 men on the field.
there's
yeah.
very close to that, and then if you're already out of position against Alabama,
Mhm.
like that just increases the likelihood they're going to pick up that 1 yard.
I will say this Bama, and there's 1,000% this is going to come back to bite me, but this Bama offense doesn't seem like it's got as many elite playmakers. Obviously, it's last year's offense. When you lose a guy like Jaden Waddle and Devontae Smith,
Mm-hmm.
but Jace McClellan was a home run hitter. Now he's gone. He's out. John Mechie's still there. I think A&M fans still have nightmares of him running by the Aggie secondary in Tuscaloosa last year. But it just seems like it's a little bit more slow burn with Bama. They're going to methodical, beat you to death. They're going to take their 7 and 8. Whereas last year they were taking the 7-8 yard completions were going 50 yards because the guys they were throwing them to.
How much do you think that has to do with the new offensive coordinator? I mean, Bill O'Brien's in, Steve Sarkisian's out. They want to do different things. And I mean, we've seen Alabama teams in the past just, 3 yards in a cloud of dust on you. It's not, and it wasn't that long ago that they were doing that to teams. I mean, they've got the athletes and they've got the coaching
and they got
to
the
beat
quarterback
you in whatever kind of way they want to.
Yeah, I think we're at about the halfway point. We are at the halfway point this week of the college football season, and I think it's safe to say that what we're looking at is Alabama, then Georgia, then 10 yards of crap, and then everybody. Not crap, but like there's a big space.
It's a distance, yeah. It's separation for sure.
3rd and 1, Bama gives the fullback. Ball's on the ground.
Yeah, so
the Aggies pick it up.
That's Leon. Wake him up, boys.
Leon falls on it. Bama got a little tricky, sent JoJo Earl in motion and lined him up as an I-back and handed it to the fullback. And bad exchange between Bryce Young and Brian Robinson, Leon O'Neal.
So do we think that's a wasted timeout now?
Richard.
Not a wasted timeout.
How does that make you feel, Luke? Luke even said, yeah, but this season has made me pessimistic, so I expect them to convert on 3rd and 1.
Hey, Luke.
Hey, look, man.
Luke.
I get it, but it's hard to live your life that way.
You are preaching to the pessimist of all pessimists here, man. Oh.
Yeah, I eat
Just
my
a
words.
bad exchange.
Crow tastes good on this one. Hey, look, Luke. Here comes Dalton is running, and he's throwing a ball.
Ball security is job security. We have a saying around TexAgs. That's one of them.
I need to change these shoes. They've been walked in and run in too much, and they're a little sour.
Ugh.
Devon A-Chain's first carry. Devon A-Chain, 10-yard gain. There was a little Isaiah Spiller jump cut in the backfield there. Boom, jump, get skinny, run right by him. Reuben Fothery, good block. Who's Reuben Fothery blocking tonight, Richard? What?
You tell me, man.
Will Anderson.
Okay.
Considered by many to be one of the best pass rushing defensive ends in the country. Reuben off to a pretty good start tonight. First and 10 Aggies. Moose Muhammad into the game. Give back to A-Chain. Get skinny. 8-yard run for Devon A-Chain.
So here's where everyone's saying that Devon A-Chain's just a speed back trying to get to the outside kind of thing. He's taking some hits, taking some contact. He is much more of a complete back than people want to give him credit for.
I think people forget his contact balance and how powerful he is to the ground. I had a guy that knows way more about running and the biomechanics of running tell me he's a very grounded runner. Which means he's in contact with the ground a lot, which is good for a running back. Hand it to A-Chain again. First down, Texas A&M, another 5-yard run.
A little steady diet of A-Chain right here. Who, by the way, the people on Northgate last night, inconclusive.
You were dressed as Forrest Gump.
Inconclusive on whether or not he would beat Forrest Gump in a race.
So
my money's on A-Chain.
That's your is that your Halloween outfit?
No, I can't. I'm not going to give away my Halloween outfit.
Oh, so it's not going to be Forrest Gump.
It's not going to be Forrest Gump.
First and 10 Aggies at the Alabama 18. Arc motion, hand to A-Chain again, squirts through. Ooh! Took his shoe off, Richard.
4 straight A-Chain runs.
If they don't take his shoe off, this might be a Texas A&M touchdown. Look at this. Just got enough of him. Just did. Took
Oh,
his
his
shoe
does
right
come
off.
So I'm guessing A-Chain's not going to get the ball right here on 2nd and 4. He's got to go swap out the tires.
Isaiah Spiller back in the game. 2nd and 4. Aggies. Ball's at the Alabama 12 now. Hand to Spiller. Bama's got it fitted up nice. He'll dive forward for 1, maybe 2. Aggies looking at 3rd down and 2, 3. Approaching a minute 30 left in the first quarter. I forgot that Henry Toto was playing middle linebacker, former 5-star recruit, started his career at Knoxville, University of Tennessee. Now playing linebacker for Alabama. 3rd and 3 Aggies. Just do get the ball snapped. Hand to Spiller. Get skinny.
Nice.
All the way down to the 5-yard line. First and goal, Texas A&M. Really good run here. He's a special player. Good block, Max Wright. Coming into the season, who had Max Wright getting? That's a face mask, too. Should be first goal from half the distance. Aggies at the 6. Bama with a lot of people in the box. Wide open in the back of the end zone. What a brilliant call. What a brilliant call.
Dude,
Touchdown,
what is
Texas
happening?
A&M. Anaya Smith all alone in the back of the end zone.
Wow.
What a call. What a drive. What a first quarter for the Aggies.
That's their first pass of the entire drive.
Well, look where Bama's at. Look at the run. Just sucked them all up. Sucked them all up. Put in Spiller's belly. Anais runs right by everybody.
A 10-point lead on Alabama.
Unfortunately, Sam Howell, we don't do super chats. Hopefully, we will have that capability coming soon.
What's a super chat?
Basically means you get really fired up and you can give us money to read your chat on air.
Oh, is that like what they do on the Twitch?
Yes. But listen, I'm just going to tell y'all that just because y'all give us money does not mean Richard's going to start taking off any clothes or something like that.
I'm not taking off my clothes at all.
In case any of y'all are like into like weird feet stuff,
No.
he's keeping his shoes on.
No. Yeah, definitely keeping the shoes on.
All right, chat. Who saw this coming?
Not me. I can tell you I did not see that. I think I saw 17-7 at the end of the first quarter. Maybe.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know which team was going to be on top.
What did you say?
Phrasing.
Phrasing. It's a great drive from Devon A-Chain and the Aggie offensive line. Kickoff through the end zone. Bama will get it for their third possession. Counter bid from James Cockerham, $5 to Richard keep his clothes on.
Yes. Give me $5 and I will change absolutely nothing about my outfit.
We'll actually start putting more clothes on him. 1st and 10 tied, 30 seconds remaining in the first
Until
quarter.
I look like Joey
RPO.
from that episode of Friends, right?
RPO, Bama misses. Pretty good throw. Ball's off the receiver's hands. Kyle Field looks like it is really loud. That's Jemias Williams. Big cushion from Tyreek Chappelle. Big ask of that freshman. But again, learning, right, Richard? These guys are playing in big spots. Play action. Marvin chasing him. Throw out of bounds. Ooh. Yep. Going to be 15 yards on Tyreek Chappelle hitting a defenseless receiver.
Oh, goodness. What is it targeting? No.
Man, that was going to put you at 3rd and long. I might have to run to the ladies' room at the quarter, Zane. You take over for a little bit.
Ooh, and talk about what? Baseball? Football?
Just sit there and type away. Nobody really cares. Nobody's
Soccer?
listening.
Are you up to date on your Ted Lasso, Bronny?
I haven't watched one episode of it, but I heard it's awesome.
You should.
1st and 10, Bam at the A&M 40. Wide open, John Mechie, bad angle from Damani Richardson. Mechie with a catch and run all the way down to the A&M 20-yard line. Damani took a bad angle to the receiver and the football. Like he may have a chance to make a play on it and didn't take a proper angle here.
It's like he took a step, thought he had a play,
Mhm.
realized he didn't, and then pulled off. He didn't get that play off. They did not
Ryan
get
Robinson
that
to the
ball off.
corner. Bama, that's all the way inside the A&M 5. So Bama marching right back down the field as we end the first quarter. They'll start with the ball inside the Aggie 5-yard line as we begin the second quarter. But not much better. I mean,
You could not have
yes.
scripted a better start from the Aggies. I mean, this is exactly what you wanted if you're Jimbo Fisher and company.
We'll see how they what kind of adjustments both sides make. I'm gonna run to the ladies' room, Richard.
Okay. I guess I can give you some statistics
There you go.
while Bronny's gone because I got it right in front of me. Total offense, A&M 155 to Alabama's 146. 50 of those on the ground for A&M, 47 on the ground for Bama. A&M has had the game's only negative play, the 6-yard loss from Isaiah Spiller. So far, Zach Calzada 7 for 7 for 56 yards. No, 105 yards passing. Sorry, numbers are pretty small. 100%, averaging 15 yards per completion. That's impressive. A&M 9 first downs, Alabama's 8. Looking at the individual statistics, give me a second while I get there. Calzada's rating right now sitting at 320.3. Jalen Weidermeyer's got 2 grabs for 61 yards. Damon Demas, 2 grabs for 20 yards. Anaya Smith, 2 grabs for 17 yards. And Chase Lane's the only receiver with 1 for 7. Devon Achane, 4 carries for 29. Isaiah Spiller, 5 for 21. Defensively, Aaron Hansford, Jaden Peavy, Damani Richardson, Jalen Jones, Antonio Johnson, and Edgerrin Cooper, the only Aggies with multiple tackles. For the visitors, you've got Bryce Young. He's 7 for 10 for 99 yards passing and the 1 touchdown. Slade Bolden's got 2 grabs for 16 yards. Jameson Williams, 2 grabs for 13 yards. John Mechie, the 40-yard plays, the biggest one of the night so far. Brian Robinson on the ground, 5 carries for 32 yards. That Bryce Young scramble for 15 yards on that, what ended up being the touchdown drive, really killed him. John Mechie, as mentioned it, the 40-yard reception. It's the biggest play of the game. He also had a 32-yard rush for Brian Robinson, and then the Roy Dell Williams 20-yard touchdown. Biggest plays of the game for Alabama thus far. You've got DeMarco Helms has 4 tackles, 3 solo tackles already, defensive back for the Tide. Henry Toa also 4 tackles. So good first half for the Aggies. Obviously, Alabama knocking on the doorstep already. I'll have to see how it goes. And obviously, penalties hurting the Aggies on that first drive. in that drive there, on this drive as well. Bad play from Tyreek Chappelle. Undisciplined play by Tyreek Chappelle, but I was really impressed with him against Mississippi State. Hopefully that's just hopefully the only example we can point to of a undisciplined play from Chappelle tonight and the foreseeable future. Welcome back, Brawny.
Getting mic'd up again. Well, here we go. Right back at it. Start of the second quarter. Bama at the A&M 4.
You timed that perfectly, by the way.
I know. That bathroom is a disaster.
The
Stuffed.
product of tailgates at the office.
Bama with an inside run. Going to gain about 2 to the A&M 2.5. Bob the Boozer says Bronny squats to pee.
How'd you get that intel, Bob?
By the way, huge missed call there.
I told you. Did I not say that? Did I not?
Bama ran the last play down inside the 5-yard line with no time left in the quarter. That didn't get reviewed, clearly. Give. Tackle at the line of scrimmage. Aaron Hansford to Marvin Leal. 3rd and goal. Where's the SEC office located?
Where do you think? Birmingham, Alabama?
I didn't want you to say, where do you think? I wanted you to say Birmingham, Alabama.
Greenbow, Alabama.
Been practicing your Forrest Gump lines. 3rd and goal, Crimson Tide. Just outside the A&M 1. Empty backfield. Now they bring Brian Robinson in to the left side of Bryce Young. Intercepted. Damani Richardson. What a huge play.
Wow.
Undercut the throw. I wish you would have stayed in the end zone and taken the
It takes away
touchback.
scoring. I mean,
It does. Oh, it's a huge play. It's an
this is
enormous
massive.
play.
wow.
What a huge play by Damani Richardson. He took a bad angle earlier in the drive for a huge play for Alabama to John Mechie. Now he tracks him across the tight end, across the field, undercuts the route, bats it up in the air, one-handed to himself, and comes up with an enormous interception here. Steps out at about the 3-yard line. What a huge play. You know, if he controls that after the first bobble there, he may still be running. He kind of had to reel it in.
Damani's fast enough. He already would have scored.
Aggies inside their own 5. Isaiah Spiller
5
presses
yards.
forward for about 5. I'm okay with a punt here. I'm okay with a couple of first downs and punt. Nick Constantino has been outstanding.
I mean, things are going bad, right? Or they have the last couple of weeks for the Aggies. Nick Constantino's been the MVP.
The kickers, the 2
He's
kickers
been
have been great.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, if you end up winning the Arkansas or the Mississippi State game, Nick Constantino is probably the SEC special teams player of the week in both of those games.
Hand again to Spiller. Good play there by Alabama. Christian Harris, it's a name A&M fans should remember, was once committed to the Aggies.
Been a few of those, huh?
Decommitted and chose the Crimson Tide and has been a mainstay for Nick Saban's defense the last few seasons. Brian Gant says no Bronny, no punt. Look, you're backed up in your own end. You just made a huge play. I'm just saying be careful with the ball. Don't give it back to Bama with a short field. 3rd and 4 for A&M at their 9-yard line. Bama shows pressure. They back out. What a great catch.
Dude,
that's an incredible catch by Isaiah Spiller.
His pass catching ability is completely underrated. He is awesome.
Zach Calzada fires a fastball out in front of Isaiah Spiller, and he just does get his hands out front to make a play. Great call, great read, and a fantastic catch. The kid is special. He's a special player, Richard.
Spiller?
Yes.
It's Spiller time, man. There you go,
Aggies
you
out to the 20.
got yourself some real estate,
Yep.
too.
Hand it again to 28. Seems like Bama's figured out the middle of that line here. Doing a much better job at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10. First time we've really seen A&M be behind the chains, after first down. Been really good on first down so far. Throws it out to Spiller in the flat. Able to get a couple before Battle pushes him out. Isaiah come up a little bit gimpy over there. Again, Zach just taking what he's given. The check down.
I want to see if they had this covered up pretty well. That was the only thing available. Yeah.
Maybe the stop to Anias on the in route. 3rd and 8 for A&M. From their own 22, Bama showing a 3-down front. Here comes pressure, late pressure. Aggies pick it up, throw to Jalen Preston short of the line to gain, and a tackle. About a 3-yard gain, so the Aggies will punt. Real Talk 76, who's been a mainstay in our chat for these watch alongs, says Zach isn't forcing the action. I agree. Taking what he's given. Didn't force a throw there. Didn't throw it past the sticks. But you got first down. You got some breathing room. See if Constantino can get off a good one. First punt of the game for the Aggies. For either team. Good job catching that snap. Good punt by Constantino. What a great kick. He puts the ball on the sideline. JoJo Earl, where's he from?
Alito.
Titletown, Texas.
How many times I've watched Jalen Waddle return punts at A&M? Thank you for kicking it out of bounds.
Good point by Dalton. As many times as we've watched Jalen Waddle rip your heart out with a punt return, either against A&M or some other SEC West program, Nick Constantino puts the ball right on the sideline.
.46-yard punt. Flips the field from the A&M 27 to the Alabama 27. It's almost baseball time, Ronnie.
Well, Richard, an hour ago I would have said, all right, let's check in on the Dodgers.
I'll watch them on my phone.
But who saw this coming? Aggies with a 2-score lead, 10 minutes to go in the first half. Been a bend but don't break outing for the Aggie defense through the first 3 or 4 Alabama possessions. What are you doing?
My sister posted a Snapchat story. She's chilling in the back in the fishbowl. She says she's so bored.
Does she not watch football?
She does, to some extent.
Your dad's back there watching Michigan. What's the score in that game?
Last I saw was 3-0 Michigan. So you saw that
Big
first
3-run
drive?
double for the Wolverines?
Yeah. You saw that first drive. Nebraska moved it all the way down into Michigan territory inside the red zone. Scott Frost elects to
He
go
went
for it
for it,
on
yeah.
4th and 2 and doesn't get it.
Dude, Lane Kiffin is going for it for 4th down more than anybody we've ever seen.
In
And
his own
apparently he's got
territory.
the numbers to back up the decisions.
Analytics, man. I don't understand it. But that's why I'm not paid to coach football or make those decisions. Dude, this Notre Dame team is trash.
I don't think anybody outside of Bama and Georgia are very good in college football. Bama's got it. 1st and 10 at their own 27. Jet sweep. Almost could have been a blindside block. Damani strings it out. They get about 3. Watch the top side of this play over here, Richard. Remember the slot receiver, Slade Bolden? See what he does here. Because I thought that could have been potentially a blindside block. I don't know if we're going to see it because Bama's going a little fast here. 2nd and 6. Got to him. Sack. Tyree Johnson. Bends the edge, turns the corner. The Aggies get their first sack of Bryce Young. He can really run this edge. He's got what we call good dexterity, Richard.
Dexterity? What's the definition on that?
I think it's like the ability to bend, be flexible.
Third and 9. Once again.
See if the Aggie defense can answer the Tide defense after A&M forced a punt.
That's 3rd and 8.
They ran him out of bounds, got a flag. Is that going to be something in the secondary? Is that going to be a hold? I didn't say anything because Bryce Young was back there with all day to throw. Aaron Hansford, the spy, finally runs him down after he scrambles out to the right. But we'll check the flag. Let's see if this is a defensive holding penalty, which would set the Tide up with a first down. Yep. Jalen Jones gets called with a defensive holding.
I see. You see it right there in the middle of the field. I can't tell if it's hand fighting and one just goes
Here
down.
we go. We're going to get a look at it here.
Yeah, this is a better look.
That's
Yeah.
holding. That's holding right there at the top. Threw him off balance and then took a tumble. So the drive extends for Alabama on the defensive holding penalty. They're now at the A&M 44-yard line. RPO. That's a hold. Without a doubt, that's a hold on 1. They did not throw a flag. Tyreek Chappelle was held at the point of attack, and no flag is thrown. I don't know how. There's an Aggie player down. I don't know who that is. Tyree Johnson.
Yikes. I'm looking at this again. That's not a hold. So he just blocked him. He's not like he didn't even use his hands. He just goes in.
I missed it.
Yeah, it wasn't a hold. Yeah, it is Tyree.
We go to commercial break. Tide will have a 2nd and 5 when we come back. Aggies with another chance to get off the field. Their only 3rd down stop came via a fumbled exchange by Alabama. That's 2 turnovers in the first half. Look, if A&M, they're in the game, if they're going to continue to be in the game, and if they're going to have a chance to win the game potentially down the stretch, that turnover margin's got to stay where it's at.
Yeah. Absolutely. Turnover margin and big plays, the 2 biggest indicators of who's going to win and lose a football game, right? Is that what Jimbo Fisher tells me every Monday?
Well, and again, the drive where, after the Damani interception, I'm okay with that punt. But you got to get off the field on 3rd down after you punt it away. Again, I think Elko had a really good call. They rushed 3, they played coverage. Bryce Young didn't like what he saw. He started scrambling. They had a spy out there that ran him out of bounds short of the marker. And Alabama gets bailed out by a defensive holding penalty on Jalen Jones.
Yeah, see, it's not a hole. He just puts his shoulder on
Yeah.
him. on
It was a
Chappelle.
bad job of blocking that ended up being a half decent job of blocking. Looks
Did
like
the- it
Tyree
did
Johnson is
mature.
okay. 2nd and 5 for Alabama just on their side of the 50-yard line. 2 tights, single setback, RPO going deep. Well covered. That was going to take a perfect throw. There were 3 A&M defensive backs on that guy, Richard. I think that Bryce Young may have had a better matchup somewhere.
We'll
Let's
see it
look at
right
it
here.
here. No? All right, 3rd and 5 again.
Got to get off the field, man. Oh, he really didn't. He only had 3 receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Eldrick Carper in on that play.
Get pressure. Got him again. Michael
who it
Clemens forces him into the arms of Tyree Johnson. The Aggie defense gets their 3rd down stop with Tyree Johnson's 2nd sack of the series. A&M's not sending a ton of pressure. This is, our guys are going to beat your offensive tackles. And Michael Clemens and Tyree Johnson have done that so far in the first half tonight. I think both of those guys are going to get a chance on an NFL roster. Punts away by Alabama. Bounces and takes an Aggie hop and is fielded
26-yard line.
25, 26-yard line. So back on the field becomes Zach Calzada in the Aggie offense.
So looks like Tyree Johnson was okay.
Yes.
You love to see it.
You know what else you love to see?
What do you love to see?
A post-possession pep talk with Tyree Johnson from Terry Price. All right, now, Zane, you're switching hats.
Is that so? Should I not do this? I should not do this.
Here's the thing. You should have thought about that before you even did it.
So
I get it. That's your Dodgers game hat. And they're about to start, right?
they've already started.
Okay. The hat stays on, according to
That
Dalton.
stays on.
You know, if A&M pulls this miracle off, you're going to have to blow the horn on this stream.
I'll blow the horn. The Vuvuzela?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that. We got.
That's our 2nd or 3rd comment saying, God, Danielson is unbearable.
I don't have to listen to it, so I have no comment. No comment at all.
Yeah, now the
Ryan
chat's on you.
Brauninger.
The chat's on you. Zane trying to jinx us?
I'm actually,
He's a Dodgers fan first.
A lot of people don't know this about me, but I'm actually a Matisse pretending to be an Aggie, and I'm just here to tear it down from within.
You got the Dodgers up now?
Oh yeah, I'm watching them on my phone. Looks like Mookie Betts got on and to lead off the ball game, so that's good. But yeah, Dodger fan first. I bleed blue like Tommy Lasorda.
Dude, you're getting roasted. What the hell, Zane?
That's okay. If they're roasting me, that means they don't have to have anybody on the football team to roast.
I wish Dalton would have I know he likes to sit back there in his little hole, but I wish he would have been mic'd himself up so that we could hear him on the stream too. Actually,
He can talk on the stream. We don't have the ability to hear him.
That's right.
Because we don't have ears in.
That's right.
So who knows? He might be bad mouthing us.
Dalton's best comedic performances come in shouting one
Look at
word
that.
random at a time. Little montage on Fred and Isaiah Spiller.
Well,
Richard's not from Cali.
I'm not. No. I'm from Dallas.
Interception.
Oof.
There's the first mistake for Zach Calzada. He got unsure of himself outside the pocket. Looked like he had 4 or 5 yards to run, and he forces a throw, an unnecessary throw, and it's picked off by Alabama. And I hate to say it, Richard, one play after you decided to switch the hat.
I know.
That ball didn't need to be thrown.
I'm going to repent.
That ball did not need to be thrown. And Anais was nowhere near making a stop on a comeback. All right, so the Aggie defense just gets a huge stop, and now they're right back on the field. Bama's got it at the A&M 40. Give to Brian Robinson. Runs by an A&M tackler. He's inside the 20. He's down to the 15. He ran right by somebody in the middle of that hole. Let's see this. Again, this is a good call. You're there to make the play. Two guys are there to make the play. Aaron Hansford comes in, over pursues, and takes Damani Richardson out of the play. Stretch run again for Bama. Tackle made by Andre White, and it looks like, I hope that's not Jaden Peavy hurt. Watch Jaden Peavy at the end of this play grab his shoulder. Man, the Aggies had all the momentum.
Yep,
It is Jaden Peavy. That looks like it's a left shoulder or a left pec. The way he's holding it. All right. Kyle Metcalf. Everybody's on you, Richard.
I deserve it.
You jinxer. Stand up and spit. Turn around and do 2 jumping jacks.
Stand up and spit.
Spit into your...
I'm not done drinking. Stand up and spit.
I can't believe we're having to do this.
Stand up, right?
Stand up and spit. Turn around.
We need a live chicken.
And do 2 jumping jacks.
That work?
We'll see.
Whoa, Dalton. Excuse you. Excuse you.
Dalton made a dirty joke.
That Sam Howell in the chat?
North Carolina
Unlikely the North Carolina quarterback.
That
What was
lost
that?
to the Florida State
Did they?
Seminoles today.
They lost to the Knowles? We talking about the Knowles?
Talking about the Knowles. Maybe Danny Cannell will join us for a watch.
Talking about the Knowles. Dalton, give me your analysis of very unfortunate time for that interception.
Mookie Betts stole second base.
On a strikeout. They ended up leaving the man at second base.
My analysis? Throw it to the guys in maroon, Zach.
Well, on the
They're all paying top dollar for that.
The 7 times he did that earlier.
Was that his first incompletion?
Yeah.
Wow. I blame it on the hat.
Literally the play after he switched the hats.
So everybody knows I put the hat back on. Whoa.
What a catch.
And they didn't score a touchdown.
Michigan going into half, look like they're going to be up 6-0. Richard's from Dallas. Go get a live chicken. Yeah. You may got a live rooster.
We had some chicken tenders at the tailgate today.
Ooh, that looks Jaden Peavy. That's that left. He grabbing his pec, looks like. Maybe a pec or a shoulder. Bryce Young throws, back shoulder, good coverage, Antonio Johnson. Very good player, that kid. Shut up about baseball. Good Lord, baseball isn't important.
It's the postseason. Yeah, it is.
I don't think this is your target audience here, Richard.
No, but here I am helping out my friend, Ryan Brauninger.
You are.
After he couldn't get an actual guest who knows football. I'm just trying to do my best.
Oh, here he's going to start pouting, chat.
Trust me.
3rd and 6, Aggies pressure, sack.
Ooh.
Leon O'Neal on the
is having a great
safety
game
blitz.
already,
Mike Elko dials one up. And A&M will force a Bama field goal try. What a great job by the Aggie defense after the short field on the Calzada interception. Hopefully he doesn't throw another one. Bryce Young does not suck, Sam Howell.
No,
Great
Bryce
call.
Young's very good.
Will Reichert on for the Tide field goal attempt from 38 yards. And he got it. Tied back within a score, 17-10, with 5:44 remaining in the first half. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Donnie's here.
Donald Bach is here.
Donald Bach?
So did you not see, were you not here that day? Donnie shaved his head. He came in and
He said he looked like Gabe.
he said, I'm Donnie Bach. I'd like to sell you a house. It is never a dull moment working at this place.
Donnie's a good sign man. Sign boy.
Sign boy. Sign boy. All right. Still up a touchdown.
Again, really good job by the Aggie defense there.
It was nice to see that the jumping jacks helped.
Relax. Long way to go.
Look, I just can't get out of my own way.
No, I'm just saying, you'll be forgiven when the chat says you're forgiven.
Okay.
Don't beg for your forgiveness.
I love you, chat. What is Donnie saying?
Oh, hold on. Bama's kick goes through the end zone. Aggie's offense back on the field.
Trying to look at these stats, see if there's anything that jumps out to me that's. I mean, you don't like to see the 3 penalties already for 30 yards and losses.
Bama's had them too, though.
Bama's got 2 for 25 so far. Not good.
A-Chain in the backfield to start this drive for the Aggies.
Third down numbers. Alabama's 3 for 7. A&M's 2 for 4.
A-Chain tackled in the backfield. Bama really guess and run hard now. They got a lot of bodies in the box.
It's not a strike, but I'll take it.
And there's another Aggie down. Who's that, Dalton? Can you yell real loud?
It's Max Wright. 45.
42, yeah.
42. He's played a lot.
That role, first of all, Max is a clubhouse, locker room guy for sure. But that role is really important in Jimbo's offense. Remember how
Real lunch pail gym rat type of player.
well I'm just saying that role is like, Ryan Rennick, how many times was he on the field last year on important plays?
A lot.
It's the same positions, that second tight end, that H-back spot.
I like the fact that Max wears the old school cowboy collar.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
2nd and 12 for A&M. A lot of folks around the line of scrimmage for Bama.
Off
What
his
a
back-
throw.
Whoa.
What
Off
a
his back
throw.
foot, too.
What an incredible throw by Calzada. That's his best throw as an Aggie. Dropped it right in the bucket.
Wow.
And if
There's the
A-Chain's
arm
not
balance.
a little off balance here, they have to go get that. He's going to score. He may have had the wind knocked out of him there. He comes to the sideline. Aggies out of the way to the Crimson Tide. It's a throwback. Shakes off a tackle. Isaiah Spiller still dancing. That's a lot of movement. He's still moving the pile.
Wow.
He gets 13. That didn't look
Dude,
like.
who is this football team, man? They look completely different than they have at any point this season. I love to see it.
Throwback screen. It's a great call. Henry Toto reads it well and beats Bryce Foster. Bryce gets just enough of him to put him off balance, and you're not going to bring Isaiah Spiller down with that kind of balance as a tackler. And then after that, it's Isaiah just picking and
I'm not so sure Bryce touched him.
like a hand to Aniyah Smith.
Ball forward.
So Aniyah with his first carry of the night.
Few and far between for Aniyah Smith these days, huh?
A&M seem to be getting to the line a little quicker tonight. We haven't had a lot of, hey, look at the play clock, get the play off kind of stuff.
They just look more confident, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's a false start.
Look like it.
Okay.
Bama much better at the line of scrimmage now. They've adjusted after A&M found some early success on the ground through the middle of the defense. Where the Aggies is at the 31, looking at a 48-yard field goal from here. Seth Small's been very good, but you'd like to get a little bit closer for him. A&M just inside the Alabama 30, 3rd and 8. Single setback, Isaiah Spiller to Calzada's left, trips to the bottom. Crossing route to Aniyah Smith, caught. Bama drags him down at the 14-yard line. Another dart from Zach Calzada. Great throw. David Thompson says, I don't trust Seth Small from this range. Why not?
He's been good. He hasn't given me a reason to not trust him. And I don't think
Lots of folks giving a lot of praise to the offensive line. I agree.
Seth is also extremely likable.
Oh, what a great play by Isaiah Spiller in the hole. That might be a touchdown.
This got to be.
That is a touchdown. What a run. An incredible run by Isaiah Spiller.
Wow.
Little delay stutter in the hole. The Bama linebacker runs right by him. Then he explodes through the middle of the Bama defense, runs through a man, ends up on top of a Crimson Tide defender. He's not down, and that is a touchdown.
15,
touchdown, Texas A&M. Touchdown, Isaiah Spiller.
Spiller time.
That is a touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
Donnie Hall says, can I NIL donate in real time? Great job by the Aggie offensive line. Isaiah had to shake one guy, but there was nobody after that for the next 5 or 6 yards. I think this is going to stand. I think this is going to stand. Look at his elbow. It's a touchdown there. That's a touchdown.
Seven plays, 75 yards, 3:35 off the clock. I have not seen this A&M offense all year. It is beautiful.
Look at that. One move.
A little hesitation at the line of scrimmage.
And Blake Traynor just got enough of his guy. And like we said with Bryce Foster, maybe just getting enough of Henry Toto or just throwing him off his track on that screen to Spiller. Just doing enough. And then you let the talent of number 28 take over. The score is Texas A&M 24, Alabama 10 with 2:09 to go in the first half. If Zane takes that hat off again, punch him.
Bob, it's not going anywhere.
I'm not even going to put Sam Howell's comment on the screen, but he's making a wild, outlandish claim about Johnny Football. Johnny Football, who is in the building. Maybe Zach channeling a little bit of his Johnny, whatever Johnny he's got in him, has been out in this first half. Good point here by David. Got to hold Bama now. 2 minutes left in the half.
So this is one of the things that
Bama
OB wrote about in one of his columns this week, one of his 5 keys to the game. And I think in the last 6 games A&M has lost to Alabama, they've scored within the last 2-3 minutes before the half to take what would have been a close game at half into a sizable advantage.
And so here it would be stealing a possession because Bama gets the ball to start the second half. Big drive for the Aggie defense. They've only broken once in this half, come up with 2 key turnovers. Now Bama gets it with 2:09 at their own 25 to start this drive. Screen. Bobbled and caught. That's going to be out the gate. He's across the 50 on the first play.
29 yards.
Damani Richardson with another very interesting angle here. Damani goes underneath the block, which essentially takes him out of the play. And Bama picks up 29 on first down. Little angle route to the back out of the backfield. 5-yard gain. They show that play back. Really good job by Isaiah Rakes.
They're going fast, man. This is a speed we haven't seen from Bama so
Yep.
far tonight.
A&M rushes 3. Price goes deep. Good play. It's a good play by Antonio Johnson. John Mechie heard footsteps. Ball falls incomplete. Antonio Johnson does a good job of a good angle to get to the receiver and the ball at the same time and then not commit a
He's a
penalty.
Dude, he is a smart player. He understands the rules.
He saw that early.
You see
Very
a lot
good
of guys,
play. Very
a lot
good
of guys
play.
go in and lead with the helmet,
Yep.
and he knows what he's doing. That's
3rd and 5. This may be 2-down territory here, Zaner. Across the middle, dropped, and that might be a targeting call. Yep.
There comes a flag. Oh, it's huge.
If that is indeed targeting, it's going to be on Damani Richardson. And it will be another 3rd down. I don't think that's targeting.
Personal foul targeting. Yeah,
That's going to be got
targeting.
him in the side of the head. So A&M, who's already without 2 corners. Unless we got a bad look, he's acting like it wasn't. That looked like it got him in the side of the head. Dalton, what do you think? See, David, I don't think that's a boneheaded penalty. I think that's a guy playing hard, and it's the heat of the moment, and everything's happening a million miles an hour. That's not going to be a clean look at it because Evan Neal's giant body is in the way. The problem is it was called targeting on the field. That look makes it look like it's shoulder to shoulder. This one makes it look like he gets him in the side of the head. Yep.
It's
That's
helmet to helmet.
It's going to be the side of the head, and I believe
Both guys kind of brace for it. They kind of move into each other.
That's going to be targeting, and that's going to be another 3rd down penalty to give Alabama a 1st down. And like I was saying, A&M without 2 of its 3 starting corners, and Brian George and Miles Jones, they're going to be done for the year with injuries. You're very thin in the secondary, and now it looks as though Damani Richardson's night is done. Here's your call. No foul for targeting.
Wow, that's massive.
What was I looking at? I thought he got him in the side of the head.
So, so it's not contact with the crown of the helmet, right? That's what they're looking for a lot. Like the side of the helmet, it's just incidental.
Well,
4th and 4.
Glad I was wrong, and this is going to be 4-down territory for Alabama. So the Tide offense stays on the field. Got to watch the football here. I was way wrong on that call.
Happens to the best of us.
4th and 4, got to watch the ball. And offside here.
Why is the play clock not rolling?
Because the umpire was over the ball. Fourth and 4 from just outside the Aggie 40. Got to watch the ball. 9 seconds on the play clock. Here comes JoJo Earl in motion. And they jump offside.
False start.
Alabama false start. I wonder how much of that was the crowd. JoJo Earl comes in this little arc motion. Aggies start to show blitz, but really didn't give a, that wasn't happening right at the line of scrimmage. And the Bama right tackle jumps. So now here, what do we do here, Zane? Punts away, fair catch by Nias at the 9. See, you can't just run. You need a first down, right? Because Bama can call timeouts and get it back. Again, with this stupid graphic. Jimbo and Nick Saban are friends. He made a joke comment at a A&M
what do you want? What do you
booster.
want? What do you want to say?
Yeah, what do you want him to say? He'll never beat Nick Saban?
The question was, what, short of Nick Saban retiring, is it going to take to beat Alabama? And Jimbo Fisher said, we're going to try and beat him while he's there. We are going to beat him while he's there. Nick Saban has lost before.
Right.
And he will lose again tonight, some other night. I don't know. He's not perfect.
Good play by Bama.
What do you want Nick Saban? What do you want Jimbo Fisher to say? Oh yeah, we're scared of Nick Saban and company.
Bama's not going to call timeout here. Isaiah Spiller stopped for a yard gain, and Bama is content to let this clock run. I don't know about this, Zaner.
This is weird.
That is very weird. I can't believe they're not calling these timeouts. Baylor Cup on the field after Max Wright. You got to snap the ball, Zach. This is 1,000% a run. Give again to Spiller. He gets skinny. Just don't get him. He got hog-tied in there. And the Tide are going to take it to the locker room with all 3 of their timeouts in their back pocket. I can't believe that. Texas A&M leads Alabama 24-10 inside what looks to be a madhouse of Kyle Field. Now, a lot of emotion was spent in that first half, Zane. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely.
So now it becomes about, can you go in and make your adjustments? Bama is going to make a run. They always do, right? At some point in this game, you just got to feel like Bama's going to score. Then they're going to get the ball back where you have got to make a play in a one-score game, or maybe they go ahead. You got to just stay there and just keep plugging away and keep fighting. The emotion's going to wear off, and you just got to play football. Again, we don't have our ears in, chat, so if he might give us a quick summation of what Nick Saban is saying here to Jamie Erdahl.
Rat poison.
Got a Vol fan in here. Dr. Vol says, hope y'all play well in the second half. I hate Bama. Vol's starting to find a little bit of offense.
Dude. Joe Milton still the quarterback?
I think, yeah. I mean, they've put up some huge numbers in back-to-back weeks now.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, I know what
They
I saw what they
played-
did last
they
week
played-
against Missouri, and who they play today?
South Carolina, the same two
Oh.
opponents that the Aggies have following this game against Bama. Play of the half there, maybe from Damani Richardson. The interception in the end zone
Absolutely.
could be.
That and the fumble on 3rd and 1.
Dr. Vol says, who the hell's going to beat Georgia? That's a good question. Hendon Hooker, QB.
Hendon Hooker's the QB?
Mhm.
Well, as a one-time Michigan football fan, I could have told you that the Joe Milton experiment wasn't going to last long.
All right, now we're at half. What are the Dodgers doing?
2 men on, 2 outs, top of the second, nothing ball game. Making Kevin Gosman work a little bit. Looks like AJ Pollock just walked. Man, I hate the Giants.
I just got a text from a Florida source of mine, a guy that I bounced some stuff off of in the state of Florida, kind of plugged in with the Gators, and he just sent me a text and said, Kyle Field is absolutely rocking. So whatever, the TV version must look and sound really good.
Good.
What did you do?
I tried to
Why are
shoot
you throwing things?
I tried to shoot my can into the trash can over here.
Is that the
and-
can that you spit in?
I am not a good basketball player.
Yeah, but don't you think we should keep that and save that until the end of the game? Maybe there's a reason why it didn't go into the trash can. You're a baseball guy, Richard.
I can't win for losing here.
I'm just saying, aren't you a baseball? You consider yourself an avid baseball guy?
Yeah.
I mean, we're A&M's 4 for 4 with 3 doubles on the night, and all of a sudden you want to go to the plate and not have your Evo shield around your left elbow.
I never
know?
played with the Evo Shield. That was before
You're a
that was
tough
after
guy.
my time. Also, I wasn't
Whoa!
good enough to play
21-0 Kentucky?
Go Big Blue.
We might have a new coach down on the bayou after tonight.
They got a special
We'll
place
tie
on
you.
the Bayou.
If we win, Zane drinks the spit.
My own spit.
Kentucky's got to be the worst 6-0 team of all time. Listen, Dr. Vol, Kentucky's been good. Well, we got a
What just
cheering
happened?
Miss Zane.
Oh, Julio Urias just got a base hit. That's the pitcher.
RBI.
RBI single.
Dodgers take the lead.
So
If Zane wins, he drinks the spit.
but it's my spit, so I mean that's not great, but it's not like I'm drinking Brawny spit, and it's not like I'm drinking anybody's dip spit.
And some more. Somebody knocking on the window.
What's
We can't
up?
tell.
I can't see that.
We can't tell who you
Oh my
are. Come
God.
in,
Come in the room.
Dalton. We have spectators that are knocking on the window. Oh, it's
I'm
Richard's
gonna
father.
go say goodbye to my family.
Okay, go ahead. Richard's family was spending the day at TexAgs.
I have it on.
Take care.
I've heard what happened.
I mean, what an incredible first half. Lot of football still to be played. A lot of football. They're showing a montage of some of Zach's throws. By far and away, not even close to his best half of football in an Aggie uniform. But we've got to give credit to the A&M coaching staff, Jimbo Fisher and Daryl Dickey, for this offensive game plan. That throw to Devon A-Chain was off the charts.
That throw to A-Chain was great.
Oh, can they hear you?
I think so. Should be.
Hey, if you are in the chat, hey, chat, can y'all hear Dalton? He's on one of the studio mics.
They should be able to hear me right now, I would guess.
21-7 Kentucky. I guess LSU just scored.
Yeah, they got me. Yeah, that throw to A-Chain is got to be the play of the quarter. I know y'all were talking about that a little bit. That
and
that's the throw from Colorado, right? That's what we've seen. We just haven't seen it enough.
Yeah, I think that play was that a third down throw?
I don't think it was
No,
a
it
third
wasn't.
down throw.
The interception by Damani.
You know what that throw reminds me of? The Arkansas game.
And if he stays in bounds, if he catches it on his first swipe, it's 102-yard
2 years ago. That's 2 games at Kyle Field for Damani Richardson with 2 interceptions
against Bama.
Yep, he picked off Tua.
Yep.
It might have been the same end zone, if we're being honest.
Nuh-uh.
It was the other one.
The other side.
Well, both of them occurred in the end zone then when he picked off Tua last time.
Yes.
That throw to A-Chain kind of reminded me a little bit different concept. Arkansas coming out on that drive later in the game. They had that cover 2 that ripped the whole shot to Anias. That was, that's that kind of big time throw. Like, oh, hey, this guy can do this.
And I think too for Zach, that kind of throw gives him a lot of confidence. And hey, my guys will go get it. Like
you know
really
what that throw
players.
also showed me? He's trusting the guys in front of him more than he has.
I mean, the offensive line.
Because he stood in, he knew he was going to get hit, but he knew he was only going to get hit by one guy, not 4.
They're a product of each other, right? Like
absolutely,
it's Calzada's best half of football because it's the offensive line's best half of football.
For sure.
Zach he escaped some pressure on the Weidermeyer touchdown throw. I'm just so interested to see what Bama comes out of the second half with because they're going to come out swinging.
Oh, I mean, they're going to adjust. They're going to see
they're
something
going to make a
different.
run.
Hey,
so chat, there's no reason to get all upset when Bama makes their run. It's happening. It's going to happen.
Yeah. I will not be shocked if we walk out and it's 17-24 after the first drive. That's just what they do. You got to remember, there's a lot of 5-stars over there. I'm sure all the A&M, the Ags that are Texans fans, I'm surprised we haven't got a Bill O'Brien mentioned in the chat yet, if we're being honest.
Yeah, any angry Houston Texans fans that are
I
loving
saw one. I got the big Twitter feed pulled up tonight, and I saw one mention of Bill O'Brien, but kind of surprised I didn't see more. Not gonna lie.
We got to
James saying Jekyll and Hyde. I mean, I agreed as Jekyll and Hyde, but how about first reps from a quarterback?
Bye, Miss Zane.
Bye, Richard's mom.
Keep him in check. Okay?
We'll try.
That's hard.
It's very hard to do.
Johnny, you see Johnny's tweet?
Yeah.
Kyle Field's
rocking. I can say I've heard y'all say some stuff. Again, it's kind of harder to talk in the back because y'all can't hear me. Kyle Field looks really loud. It sounds really loud. I've seen some stuff on Instagram, Snapchat, people I know at the game. It's loud. I wish we could get a mid-game hit from Billy Lucci, but we'd probably get in trouble for that.
No. Let wherever Lucci is, let him stay there. He has been to his credit, he's been having to wheel and deal a lot this weekend, starting on about yesterday morning, Thursday night, with as many folks as he had coming into town.
Not even say Thursday night. I delivered him some stuff Thursday night, ticket-wise.
Oh, yeah.
So it had been wheeling and dealing well before that. But, yeah, a lot of people in town today, man. TexAgs Tailgate was great. We'll be here for the next home game. What would that be, 2 weeks against South Carolina, I guess, Brauninger? Or is that, yeah, 2 weeks South Carolina.
Next week, then at South Carolina.
They're here against South Carolina. We'll be back with the TexAgs Tailgate. I also tweeted the YouTube stream out, so we might get some more followers here in the second half.
We were
just having
at the
fun.
end of the half there, we were at about 110. Been hovering around 100 here for a while.
I love you too, Donnie. I hope you're enjoying your trip out of town, but I'm not going to say where you are because that's weird. Zane is saying,
yeah, how many Houston Texans fans would you, if you're a Houston Texans fan in the chat, would you forgive Bill O'Brien's years of ineptitude in Houston if he were to produce another 10-point second half?
That's a great question. If he produces another 10-point second half, Brownie, I don't know if you know this, but A&M will win the game.
Yep.
See, because if we score more than they do, we win the game.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
All right.
We were ready to do movie cliche as the no prep of this show.
Yes.
We were ready to do second half movie cliche, so I'm going to get one in at halftime. Oh, hold on, Zane's coming. I got to turn his mic back on.
Donnie said, "Is Richard pooping?"
Hold on, Richard. I don't have your mic on yet. Do you guys know I can control all that from my phone?
Mm-hmm.
I know you
Tech
did.
wizard.
Can I respond to Donnie now?
Hold on. Trying to get it. I said I can control it on my phone. I didn't say it was easy. All right, we should have you now.
So can I respond to Donnie? No,
can.
I was not.
Oh, dog,
pooping,
chat,
Donnie.
can you hear?
They can. I got the
Rick,
board pulled
okay.
up. We're good.
Donald, I was not.
Look at that. You can see all our
I was
mics.
saying goodbye to my mother.
Hey, is anybody having fun?
You know, that was a lot. It's a lot of fun to see this team perform to the level that we thought they could coming into the season in terms of the talent that they had. They took a really inauspicious way to get there, and probably a route that cost them a lot of their season goals. And who knows, they may end up losing this game. But if you're an A&M fan, we talked last week. I said at the beginning of this stream, season's not been good, but the program's in a good spot.
Absolutely. If
And
anybody doesn't
you're
believe that,
seeing-
they're full of it.
You're seeing glimpses of that tonight. Even if you lose the game, and people are going to be really upset if Bama comes back, and I get it. You had a chance to beat the defending national championship champions on your home field. I get all that. I understand it. It would be gut-wrenching to lose it. But that you don't get to just throw this first half out if A&M doesn't perform well in the second half. This is what we thought we'd see.
Absolutely. I know the people here are the people that listen to us all week. And what have we said all week? Hey, the offensive line, the more they play together, they're going to get better. Zach, the more snaps he takes, the better he's going to get. We knew the defense was good. The defense is the one that's playing to their level, I think, that we expected all year. I still don't think the offense is where we thought it could be. I will say this, that offensive line looks really good tonight
Yes.
against really, really good talent.
I mean, DJ Dale, we talked about at the top of the stream,
Oh,
NFL player.
It's NFL players.
Will
Left
Anderson,
and right.
high-end NFL player. Will be a high draft pick. He's made some plays, but Reuben Father, he's held his own tonight.
I've seen that. I've seen some good stuff in the run game from Blake Trainer.
Blake Trainer making his first start at left guard.
And we have this discussion, Bronny. I don't know if you remember this. There was a lot of people. We talked about Isaiah Spiller's touchdown run against Florida last year. You remember I went on the boards and said something about it with my limited football knowledge of someone's like, oh, that wasn't blocked well. No, when you're going against 5-star guys, you just want to get a piece of them. We were talking about that about Bryce Foster on Henry Toe on that screen. Did he get beat? Yes. Did he get enough of him to change his ability to make this play? Absolutely.
I'll go look.
Richard is big time and answering phone calls on stream.
I mean,
No, so this is
this Billy Lucci Jr.
this
in the
is
studio?
a Zane family tradition. You get in the car, 5 minutes later, you realize you don't have something.
No.
You need me to turn your mic off?
Yeah, you gotta turn my mic off again.
All right. You're off. I'm sure everybody in the chat hates hearing from me. Sorry, guys.
No, I mean we're feeling the halftime break here. They showed the Texas-Oklahoma game. That was Marvin Mims, an incredible catch from your neck of the woods up there in Dallas. That was a kid that I remember how loved Marvin Mims coming out and was hoping that A&M would make a little bigger push than they did. But Sooners got a good one there, and he's been fantastic for them. And that catch he made, that might be the catch of the year so far in college football. When you think
Absolutely.
about difficulty just in the catch, the timing of the game, who it was against.
Noon slate was pretty good today.
Oh, it's been a fantastic
OU
day of college
Texas.
football.
Ole Miss Arkansas was great. I love Pittman going for 2 in that situation.
Yeah, we said that before he scored that he was going to go for 2. Dr. Vol says, does Oklahoma make that QB change permanent? Yeah, I think so. Spencer Rattler was brutal. He was a big reason why Oklahoma can never catch a foothold in the game.
I mean, that's 2 years in a row, right, that your so-called Heisman candidate has been benched in your biggest game of the year? Huh. Interesting. You ready to go, Richard?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, you're on. Hey,
Michael Dot says, with a 14-point lead, our D can pin their ears back and go full out. Too bad for Bama. I don't know, man.
I think you stick. You're going to have to adjust to what they come out with in the second half, right?
Yes.
Bama's going to have to change, and you're going to have to change on the off of that change.
Well, listen,
Don't get out of your game plan yet.
let them nickel and dime you. They're going to come out. Don't get beat over the top to give them all.
Don't let them
momentum.
score in 2 plays.
Right.
Make them drive the football down. Because hey, what did we see, Bronny, earlier in this game when you made them drive the football down?
Interception. How much of a tip to get a brawny wardrobe malfunction. You don't want to see these man boobs.
Oh, we're not allowed to mention that.
We're not allowed to talk about that.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm talking about my own, not somebody else's.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot more understandable. Hey, I don't know if y'all knew this, but Nick Saban was quite perturbed at halftime with Jamie Erdahl on the
Quit
sideline.
asking.
So hey, I don't
But,
know.
hey,
I don't know
he
if,
was
you, if you know
perturbed.
this, Dalton. Apparently, the war grackle
Yeah, it's
made a
back.
return during the
I'm
ban.
not in on this war grackle thing, man.
Hey, Saban's interviewed. I just want to let you know he did not throw the microphone,
We've got no choice now.
and he did not mention popcorn. So,
Well,
didn't happen.
I got the baseball game up.
Hey, we're up to 112 views. We're climbing here in the break.
I think a lot of people went, I don't know if I'm really going to watch this thing. I'll give it the first half.
What's it look like on the TV? Do I need to get back in the back? Get to work?
No,
Oh, yeah, it's
Gill
CBS.
montage,
We got a 30-minute halftime.
Good point, David. War grackle equals we are losing and paying attention to a bird.
Well, it was halftime.
Why is it a war grackle? Is that really the name of the bird, or is that just?
A grackle is the
right.
name of the bird.
But it's
And
like war
they've
eagle.
dubbed it the war grackle.
The Auburn War Eagles?
The Auburn War Eagles.
The shots that they've gotten from Kyle have been really pretty tonight.
Yeah. I was talking about this with Richard's dad, people, I think, take for granted sometimes what CBS puts into their game of the week. From a production budget, from a crew, from gear, all that. It's what they put into an NFL game.
Mm-hmm.
And ESPN does a great job. SEC Network does a great job, but they don't send the numbers of people in the gear that CBS does for this primetime game.
Obviously, the goal is to win the game. You're up by two scores.
You play to win the game.
Goal is to win the game. But for my job, for what I do, it'd be really interesting to hear some of the responses from the recruits on just the atmosphere they saw in that first half.
You see Bear's video from the sideline?
I did not.
It did. He tweeted a little video from the sideline saying he was in the house enjoying it. That was one of the videos that I was mentioning earlier that I saw that it was loud.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Vol, I don't think we need to saying play conservative. I think you just need to play within the game plan.
Yeah, the biggest deal, like we said, is
I agree, Bob. Pass rush has been good.
yeah. One thing we haven't talked enough about, the first half from Michael Clemens and Tyree Johnson.
Absolutely.
They were fantastic.
I mean, how about that? What does A&M have? 2 sacks, Bronny? Is it 2 or 3? Zane,
Richard is
what
the
you got?
stat boy.
The stats? You want how many stats
I want how many sacks the Aggies
Sacks?
have.
each team has here? Sacks. A&M's rolled up 3. Bama's rolled up 9.
Okay, so 3. 2 of those are from Tyree Johnson. Who do they got the third one going to, Richard?
Didn't that have that third one going to Leon?
Leon. Okay, so Leon. How about that? What if I had told you A&M had 3 sacks in the first half and none of them by number 8? You probably wouldn't have believed me.
Now, if you're an A&M person, you're going, hey, we haven't called DeMarvin's name a whole lot, and he's due to do something incredible. Josh Schwartz says, Ron, how does this help with recruits that are there? Look, again, when the recruits take into account the season in its entirety, right? But they will remember these moments. Like Bear, don't forget, Bear was in Athens
last week
when they just absolutely blitzed Arkansas and they had their decibel levels, their record or whatever. And so he's seen good atmospheres. Like Athens is a fantastic place to go play college football. And that's who A&M's battling. So, the atmosphere, the proximity, and all that stuff isn't going to change for Bear, like down the stretch.
Hey, y'all want a reminder of what atmosphere can mean to a recruit on a recruiting visit, even during a loss?
Demond Demas.
Right.
Right.
That one caught us all a little off guard there, didn't it?
Need to go back, Dalton.
All
Thanks
right.
for stopping in the half.
That's your TexAgs halftime show brought to you by no one because no one cares.
Second half kickoff underway. Ball from Caden Davis is fielded at the back of the end zone, and I guess he signaled fair catch. What's the status on Peavy? We didn't see him after he went off. We saw a lot of Isaiah Rakes.
I guess we'll get a status report right here. Right? Defense on the
Mhm.
field. You know,
It is
he's
Jaden
out there.
Peavy starting at left defensive tackle for A&M. Tied start, first and 10 at their own 25. Hand near side. Got it fit up. Tackle for no gain. Aaron Hansford, Leon O'Neal.
Love to see it. Look at Schmitty. Hyping up the crowd. That's one dude I do not want to mess with.
12th man's going to stay juiced. A lot of game left, a lot of snaps left. 2nd and 10, Alabama. Empty set, quick throw. John Mechie gets 7.
8.
Pretty good call there by Bill O'Brien. Got it out quick to his playmaker. 3rd and a long 2, looks like, Richard. Bryce Young in the shotgun.
How about that?
Bama 0 for their last 5 on 3rd down.
That's impressive.
Hand, cut back.
That streak ended.
That streak is ended, and it's a big run, 15-yard run or so by Brian Robinson Jr. out near midfield. Michael Clemens got a little bit wide, didn't squeeze that enough, and Robinson slips inside of him. Bama converts on their first 3rd down of the second half. Tied out to their own 48. And to Robinson again. Leon fills the hole again. Leon spending a lot of time around the line of scrimmage to start this second half. 2nd and 9 for Alabama.
Still like to see DeMarvin make his presence known.
So, the chat was saying that it feels like they're showing a lot of attention to DeMarvin, which
Why wouldn't you?
may be the reason why you've seen so much one-on-one with their tackles against Tyree and Michael Clemens.
So I think you said it. He's still going to do something freakish and put his stamp on this game somehow.
Blitz, RPO. Clemens gets to him as he's releasing the ball to be 3rd down and 9, incomplete. But they were trying to set up some kind of screen to the near side here. Let's look at this again. Aggies blitz. Oh, it's an RPO that he probably should have given, Zane.
I'm going to watch it here on the all 22.
I think Bama's got this kind of blocked up here. 3rd and 9, Crimson Tide.
Yeah, he should have given it away. Especially they
Aggies crowding the
pushed
line of
Edgerrin
scrimmage.
Cooper around pretty easily.
Now they back away. Rush 3, 2 spies. Now you got to run, Edgerrin Cooper. Edgerrin Cooper. Oh, Bryce Young. What a play. What an incredible play by Bryce Young. That's all that is. Edgerrin Cooper had him dead to rights in the backfield for a sack. He slips the tackle, finds his back, who's uncovered. Bama's got offensive linemen well past the line of scrimmage there. It's a great play. A huge play for Alabama. Now they're at the 35-yard line. To the flats, to Jemias Williams. Bama's going to get called for a hold out here on the edge. Man, missed opportunity on 3rd down there, Zane.
no.
Uh-oh. DeMarvin Leal laying on the turf.
Can't have that.
Bama will be behind the chains here. That is definitely a hold against Tyreek Chappelle. No question. John Mechie trying to block 2 at once.
He blocked it. He held him twice.
I'm sure Gary Danielson doesn't think that's a hold. They're looking at, I don't know, on DeMarvin, but he's up Or he sat up. And we're going to commercial. I can go back and look at that play. Can anybody go back and look at that scramble play on the third down and tell me if I'm crazy on that lineman downfield? Everybody in the chat, go back and look at that play. 73 was 3 yards across the line of scrimmage. Don't you get like a little gray area?
Dude, you're asking the wrong person. But I think he was how
You
many
have
yards?
some kind of, they said 3.
I don't know. That's a Dalton question. I don't really understand.
I think there's some kind of
rule.
buffer zone because they run these RPOs where you've got the offensive linemen are run blocking. Well, I'm getting conflicting reports here. Kyle Metcalf said it was clean. James Cockerham says linemen were way downfield.
I'll choose to believe Mr. Cockerham.
No, regardless, it's a great play by Bryce Young, but if you make the tackle, it's a third down sack, and you've got your opening series stop. Now the Tide are on your side of the field.
Where legends are made.
It'll be interesting to see who's on the field now with Leal out. I wonder if they're just – we have not seen any of McKinley Jackson tonight, which is interesting.
Kyle Field attendance, 106,815, the second largest in its history.
Behind that Ole Miss game. 1st and 16. Empty set for Bryce Young. Bama at the A&M 41-yard line. Aggies blitz. He gets away from one, but not another.
Not
He's
away
gotten
from
away
Clemens.
from Edrin Cooper twice now. Edrin Cooper, he's insanely talented, insanely gifted, very athletic linebacker. Bryce Young spins away from him, and then Michael Clemens with another win off the edge. Second and 25. See what the play call is for Bama here. May go screen draw, try to get half of it back. Aggies showing pressure, see if they back out. Yeah, they bring 3. Swing it out, got a tackle.
Got a tackle.
They swing it out and get, 10? Eric Young on the play for the Aggies. 3rd and 17. They got 8 there. All right, here we go again, Zaner. Got to have your eyes in the right spot. Big play. 3rd and 17 from the A&M 42-yard line, excuse me. Aggies show blitz. Here they come. Antonio Johnson with the hit on the quarterback. That ball falls incomplete. Mike Elko, dial and eat. Dial and eat. Antonio Johnson, untouched. Aggies get a stop.
Whoa, Dalton. Whoa.
It's a little early for all that.
Whoa.
Dalton. You could have been, I think they were going to allow you to super chat
Soon.
to see that.
Whoa.
There's your stop. Bama will try to pin A&M deep here with the punt. Anias rocking the blue cleats and blue gloves tonight.
I wonder what that's about. I like it. A little different.
Get in the end zone. See if this ball will get in the end zone.
He's deacon.
Nope. Takes an A&M roll. Checks up at the about 12 and a half, 13-yard line. Aggie defense gets a stop to open the half after giving up a couple first downs. 10:05 remaining in the third quarter. Let's get a nerve level check on the chat. Where you at 1 through 10 here? I'm actually pretty calm. A&M playing kind of with house money here.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like the nerves are gonna start to set in more and more as the game goes along.
Or
when it gets
could you say that the nerves set in on
more
the other
real.
side?
for Alabama? I was talking about personally,
Oh,
my nerves,
yeah,
the way I'm
okay,
going to
yeah.
watch this game as a fan. The way I think it's going to get a little more nervy as the game goes on and it gets more and more real.
Mm-hmm.
But from the other side, I mean, the longer this game goes on, Alabama's going to have to press more and more to try and get back into it.
Bob the Boozer says 1,110. That's where his nerve level is on a scale of 1 to 10.
Why or why not?
Hey, man, everybody's game watching experience is different. I imagine a lot of the chat may be a little boozed up. Take the edge off a little bit.
See, I can't watch games like that, man.
No.
It just doesn't make it fun for me.
Well, and when we're involved
And
in a
also
job
we're
where
working.
yeah,
I mean,
like
I'm just saying, like anything, I can't.
you've got to be able to recall and
I like to enjoy it, like enjoy the drink, but you can't really enjoy anything when I'm watching a game.
Real Talk
that I care
76 says the
about.
score here is huge, even if it's just a field goal. I agree.
You think A&M switches up the offensive game plan at all here?
What do you think? Are you talking about they go more conservative?
More conservative, run the clock.
Man,
I'm not so sure conservative's the word, but I think they might slow it down. Not that they've been running a hurry up by any means. Look at this, some love for the A&M rodeo team.
Texas forever.
What event would you do if you were in the rodeo?
Calf roping.
I'd be the rodeo clown. I'm also smart enough to be the
I mean, you have to
To
be
do
really
button
agile.
busting.
You know that, right?
Huh?
You have to be very agile to do that.
ooh, maybe not. I could be a button
I
buster.
mean, that you're it's a life and death situation. You get a little bit more agile when that happens, but
Still,
all right, Aggie start. Uh-oh. A lot of missed blocks on the edge there.
Spiller's holding his leg.
That's going to be a 3-yard loss on first down, and Isaiah Spiller is down.
Yikes. Oh no.
That looks like a hip. He's holding like his right butt.
There are 106,000 people across the street that are holding their breath.
Nothing
That's
looked too
weird. Maybe
crazy.
just a cramp. You're gonna need him down the stretch. I mean, that goes without saying.
Mhm. He's grabbing his lower back or his right butt cheek, it looked like. Are we allowed to say butt cheeks?
Yes, you can say butt cheeks, but
Yeah.
the more scientific term would be the glute, right?
Yeah, holding his right glute, and he's jogging off.
It's a good sign. A little trip to the tent, I'm sure.
35-7, Kentucky. 12 minutes left in the game. Coach O might need a fan boat to get back to the bayou.
You just hate to see it, I guess. You know? Couldn't have happened to a better guy.
Devon A-Chain enters, second and 13, A&M. Swing it out to A-Chain.
Let him run.
Gets the
man.
edge. I like that play call. Second behind the sticks. Get it out to the fastest guy on the field. He gets you about 8. Boy, this Anderson guy's a good-looking sucker, isn't he? Look at 31. But you know what? You ain't that fast.
No. Nobody's that fast. Except for Devon A-Chain. 3rd and 5.
35 for the Aggies from their own.
You pick this up to see
18.
you settle in for the second half.
Run for it, Zach. can't get away, and he caught a knee to the back of the head. All right, Bama answers. Zach scrambles for one. Let's see what he was looking at here. Had Jalen Preston. Got it. That's a window that you got to get the ball into. It's quick and it's hot, and I bet Stephen McGee would say you got to hit that window. Now A&M will punt it away to the very dangerous JoJo Earl. Bama may be coming after this. They are. They blocked it.
Oh, God.
Get out of the back. It's not out of the back of the end zone. That's going to be a Bama touchdown. Special teams touchdown for Alabama. It looked like they were coming after it, and they needed that. And there's the big play for Bama. If you're A&M, you're kind of hoping this would roll out of the back of the end zone. I mean,
Who
Bama
blocked
just
that punt? 7? Covered by number 30?
untouched to the punter. Blocked and recovered in the back of the end zone. Well, that's going to be interesting. I don't think they're going to look at that recovery. I don't know. It looked like he had it to me. But he's close to that end line. And if he's touching that end line when he possesses the ball fully, that is going to be a safety. I mean, just a complete – I mean, what do you want the A&M upbacks to do? They're outnumbered. His right knee is on that line. Yeah, A&M, I wish they were showing the recovery. I want to see the block again. Just for the amount of numbers that Bama threw at A&M's two upbacks, that's got to be on. I mean, that's a protection breakdown. Can't ask the kids to do more. We don't want to see this angle. We know the ball's. He almost took it off his foot. He almost caught the drop. So, the big play that Bama needed, they get. And if you're an Aggie, you're hoping it's a safety because it remains a two-score game that way.
Get the ball back with the touchdown.
I'd rather have the two-score lead.
You're right.
Touchdown, Alabama. A&M got a block punt in this game a few years ago that helped give the Aggies some momentum late. Ultimately, the Tide hung on and won. Now Alabama gets one. Look at the numbers that, I mean, it's 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 on 2. Bama gambled, so they weren't, A&M wasn't going to run a fake from the inside their own 20, and they were right. Nick Harris, what's up, bud? How are you? Locked in a tight one now at Kyle Field. We said this at halftime. Don't be surprised. Bama's going to make a run. They're going to make a run. And here it is. Really the first big bit of adversity for A&M tonight, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, other than
I guess they
other
went
than
down.
the interception,
Yeah, they went down.
the interception that Calzada threw, they went down early, but they responded well immediately, in fact. And then the 15-yard scramble by Bryce Young, I mean, those really the only three things that haven't gone A&M's way, and that's the biggest one.
James, I don't think it's a lack of focus. I think it's a scheme issue. How do you want 2 guys to block 4? I agree. It can't happen. But it's not a effort thing on the 2 kids that were the up. I mean, they had 4 guys running at them. It looks like we were going to have a visitor after the game.
Who's that?
If you're a
Gonna
TexAgs subscriber,
be? Who's that going to be?
if you're a TexAgs subscriber, you will find out.
Oh. Tell me. Text me. I want to know.
Nah, but it's more fun if I keep it a surprise. It's a
I'm going to forget.
well, we're trying to get something set up with one of A&M's top targets. Yeah.
That sounds cool. For those of you who are deeply invested in the baseball game, it's 2-1 Dodgers. Top of the 4th. Back to
Bennett-
the football.
In the modern era, which 3 people were head coaches at both A&M and Alabama?
Gene Stallings, Dennis Francione, and Bear Bryant.
That's correct. Devon A-Chain
Not
with a
in that
kick
order.
return. Look out.
Oh
Here
my
goes
goodness.
Devon A-Chain.
Oh my goodness.
That's going to the house.
Calm
You're
down.
not catching him.
Calm
He's
down.
the Mo City Vaughn.
Calm
touchdown.
down. Calm down.
The
Calm
Mo
down. Calm
City
down.
Vaughn.
Whoa.
Mo City Vaughn.
Whoa.
Every time he
So
touches it, he can do that. He's the best high school football player I've ever seen, Dalton.
Ever.
He's the best high school football player I've ever seen,
What do
Dalton.
you call that?
The Mo City Vaughn.
Mo City
What that
speed.
was? Mo City.
Speed.
Speed.
Wow.
Buffs moving fast.
96
Buffs
yards.
moving fast.
Hey-o.
Shout out to my man James Williams. Shout out to my man Coach Cedric Randall. All my guys down there in Missouri City.
Wow. Immediately following the blocked punt, you shift the momentum right back.
What a huge play. What a huge play.
"96-yard kickoff return for a touchdown."
Once he got space, you are not catching him. Stop running. Just so if you're wanting a hint about who the guest I was talking about, potentially coming over for an interview, that might have given you
Ooh, okay. Look, so what people need to understand about Ryan Brauninger's love for Devon A-Chain, that's, you just put it on full display. That happens around the office at least once a week, whether there's a game on or not.
he legitimately is the best high school football player I've ever seen.
I never got to see him in person when he was playing for Fort Bend Marshall. They played that game in College Station. Didn't get to get out there. But wow.
Is the internet going nuts?
Here?
No, about A-Chain.
I'm not on the internet.
Kyle Field is bonkers.
Bonkers. Dalton says Kyle Field is bonkers.
Power mid-game. They're low.
I thought we needed to change the song. That's what the boards tell me every year. That Power's overused and lame. Love that song.
Once he
It's just incredible. Yeah, once he got to the 40.
put it in your pocket, as we say on the baseball field. Well, now you got to go back and play football.
Yep.
.3 100-meter dash, 20.3 200-meter dash. National finalist in how many track and field events, Richard?
National finalist?
3?
At least one.
It was 3, right?
Yeah, he was on the 100, the 4x1, the 100 himself,
And the 200.
and 200 himself. I mean, dude, there's speed.
First and 10,
there's
Bama.
That kind of speed.
Looks like McKinley Jackson is in the game now. I'd pick that ball up. Michael Clemens.
They're gonna call him down.
Yeah, but you still pick it up and run it back for a touchdown. That looked like an incomplete pass. Michael Clemens.
come back. Don't go up the tunnel. I'm not Bo Jackson.
Excuse me, James Beeman's right. 10.14 100 meters.
Wait, were you wrong when talking about Devon A-Chain?
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I'm looking at this play here. So Michael
think-
Clemens wins again. Gonna get a there's a flag down.
I think they're calling grounding,
That's definitely a pass. No question, that's a pass.
and I think they're calling grounding.
That'll be an incomplete pass. That's the right call. What's the flag for? It's not grounding. He's got a receiver right there. Look where the tight end's at, 81. It's a good play by Bryce Young to get himself out of a sack. It says 2nd and 10 on the graphic, Dalton. It is 2nd and 10 from the 25. Slade Bolden in motion for Alabama. Aggies blitz. Bama picks it up,
Oh, goodness.
and that's out the gate. 20-yard run. Brian Robinson out near midfield. Good job by the Alabama offensive line picking up that Aggie run blitz.
Dude, this is fun. I haven't taken my hat off.
McKinley Jackson just not swift enough to get over there and make that play at the line of scrimmage. Big run, big play for Bama.
102 yards for Robinson now.
There's
dude.
DeMarvin Leal. Tackle. No, don't get a crazy one. DeMarvin Leal tackle for no gain.
You see, when DeMarvin Leal goes like this, it's much more menacing than when I do it.
Dr. Vol wanted grounding.
I agree, Dr. Vol. What is it? The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah.
Dr. Vol, you gotta
I'll
come
tell
by
you what,
the
A&M
TexAgs anytime.
A&M and Tennessee played a classic in Kyle Field a few years back.
That was a classic, man. It was one of those games that was a shame that one team had to lose, but not a shame that it wasn't our team. Yeah, that's one of my
Aggie sent
favorite
one
memories.
extra.
Oh,
Good catch.
what a catch.
Good throw and catch. Jemias Williams. Hey, just because A&M's up by a couple scores, Bama's got 5 stars everywhere.
This game's not over. I mean, what'd you see out of the game in Dallas today?
Mm-hmm.
That
Good
game was what,
High
at
point.
one
Good play by Tyreek Chappelle. Better catch. Tyreek Chappelle right on his guy. Good high point. Good catch.
Leon making his presence known, but not getting too crazy like that as well. Dude, I love those drone shots of Kyle. That's awesome.
Another hand. Another 3-yard run for Bama off the right side. Tackle made by Jalen Jones and Leon O'Neal.
The tackling's been better tonight than we've seen all year long.
Bama
Not seeing anybody
in
push
field
in
goal
the end
range.
zone.
But I don't think Nick Saban's thinking 3.
No.
Bryce Young, he's a cool customer, man. 2nd and 7, Bama.
The $1 million man.
That is true. Blitz from the Aggies. Bama picks it up, throw over the top. Got a man open,
Got him.
touchdown.
Wow. We
What
were
a great
just singing
throw.
Tyreek Chappelle's praises. I have to see this on the All-22.
Bama picked it up. They went to their one-on-one matchup. Perfect throw. True freshman corner from Philly. Gets beat. Bama back within a score.
So he's playing way off the ball here. Oh, they're going to break it down for us.
Stop and go.
Yeah,
Good
he just got
route.
beat on the double move.
Double move and one-on-one coverage. Great throw. Great catch. Touchdown, Bama.
So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that they are not going to kick it to Devon A-Chain.
Tough lesson to learn for Tyreek Chappelle. Going to be a good player here.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's still one of those, you know, he's going to have his growing pains, but he's
Mhm.
been a good player tonight. He's been a good player in his last 2 games. I mean, that A&M secondary, you know, start looking pretty salty here in the future.
Yep, they get this, they got these a really good class of DBs committed so far. They'd like to close out one more, I think, if they could, and hold on to what they got, and then you feel pretty good about where the secondary is going forward.
Man, this has been a wild third quarter.
Bananas, if you will.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
14 points for Bama. They had kicked that directionally away from A-Chain, pooched it to Jalen Preston, who calls for a fair catch. Nobody's eaten this touchdown pass by Bryce Young quite like one Gary Danielson.
Shocked.
He loves it. It's a great play. He's a great player. And A&M fans, you're going to have to deal with this kid for 2 more seasons.
Is that true? I thought he was on campus last year. He a true freshman?
Well, he's a COVID freshman.
Oh, so he can go out after next season.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Definitely gonna have to deal with him for the next 80
Max
minutes.
Wright back in the game. Good pocket presence by Zach. Get a holding call there. Or a face mask call. Good pocket presence from Calzada. Max Wright, I believe, whiffed there on the holding on the defense. Going to be a 10-yard penalty.
I love to see it. Man, this is abnormal from a Nick Saban coach team.
That's a face mask, no question. He's lucky he got away with a hold. That's all they gave him. That's a face mask. That's not a hold. I have not seen Isaiah Spiller. We haven't been shown a shot of him on the sideline, or there he is.
This is just their
running
second
hard.
offensive play.
Screen out to A-Chain. Good open field tackle. He'll get 5.
That was just their second offensive play since he went down. Right? Third. Because that happened on second down.
Yeah.
Oh, did I get him right? Bear Bryant, Gene Stallings, Dennis Francione.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody turn away. Turn away.
It's in the past, Richard.
Yeah, but, and I wasn't really, I wasn't old
Spiller,
enough
they're
to
saying
remember that
bruised
stuff.
tailbone. Spiller, that's painful. Little pop
Pass.
pass. That's going to be a hold on Kenyon.
Yep.
First time we've seen A&M do that this year. Finish to see if Bama wants to take this, take the down. They're going to move them
Take
back.
the holding.
Yep.
Play the field position game. When you said that we were going to get a visitor after the game, I thought maybe that there was a dog coming up here.
Oh, no. Dolly is with her mother and Katie.
It's a short drive, though.
So Aggies back 2nd and 16. Calzada a little high for Moose Muhammad. Had him in a hole. It's his first
First time I've seen
big
Moose
misfire
tonight.
on a throw.
You want Calzada's stats? Because that's just his second incompletion of the game.
Right. The other one was the interception.
Yep. 195 yards for Calzada.
There it is.
Oh. Right on cue.
I mean, he made it. I think he chose the tougher throw there. He had Demond Demas on. We're looking at the all 22 here. He had the Demond Demas on a little bit on the inside on the seam route.
3rd and 16. Nothing stupid here.
Well, I'm just glad that wasn't deflected to a.
Mm-hmm.
Calzada forced to throw the underneath route to Watermeyer. They cannot connect. So after the hold, it turns a 3rd and about 7 into a 2nd and 16. Bama had it well covered looking at it. When he was trying to go to the top side up here, Zane, they had a little stacked corner routes with Isaiah and Demond Demas. Bama's got it covered. There's nobody open. Nobody open. Got to throw that ball away.
What did it on here?
It'll be a false start.
Bama's clapping.
Got an Oklahoma fan in here.
Yeah, man. What I say to Dr. Vol, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I was texting with an OU guy earlier today, and just about the outcome of that game, and I said there's got to be a large swath of Sooner fans that are sitting there completely elated and ecstatic about winning, but also going, how did we just do that?
That was a crazy game.
Constantino,
Oh, I think that might be his first bad punt of the year.
not his best effort. So Nick Constantino mishits his first punt. We didn't really see where they marked it.
Alabama
People in the chat.
43.
So Bama gets the ball with a chance to tie the game. Inside hand to Brian Robinson. Andre White misses in the hole. Robinson gets 6.
Big pitch from Julio Urias coming up.
Richard.
Dude, I'm the nerves from both are just killing me.
2nd and 4 for Bama. Another hand to Robinson with a puller. Good play there by White. Going to gain 1. 3rd down, about 3. And there's Mr. Johnny Manziel on the sidelines.
That means one Mr. Billy Lucci's not far away. See, if I were ever on the field like Johnny is right now, looking back at the crowd, getting crazy, I feel like I'd have a hard time actually watching the game. I think I'd just be taking in the scene and how crazy This
Johnny's a
fan base
football. He's
is.
Johnny Football, not Johnny Crowd.
Johnny, did I say? Oh, is that you making the joke or did I misspeak?
Blitz picked up,
The whole
wide open. John Mechie, first down, Bama inside the A&M 40. Bama picks up the blitz, runs some crossers. Oh, Tyreek Chappelle a little bit late, knowing who his guy was. I don't think it would have mattered. Good concept, good job of blocking the blitz by Alabama. Bama at the 38 of the A&M. Hand to Robinson, cut back. It's about 7. Bama starting to churn a little bit, Richard. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
You knew this was coming, right? You mentioned it
Mhm.
that Alabama's going to go on a run. So far this quarter they've outscored the Aggies 14-7, and
On the move again.
yep, already within field goal range.
2nd and 2. Play action. Clean out route. Going at Tyreek Chappelle. Jamison Williams again. Bama inside the A&M 20. Minute 20 to go in the third quarter. That's going to be a false start. Late with the flag there. False start on Bama. Back them up.
Better late than never.
Matthew says defense getting tired, been on the field way too long, and they've been on the field a lot. And that's what happens when you get a play like A-Chains. You know?
Yeah, a play like
Because you were about to go
and
back on
then
offense after going 3 and out and punting, right?
The 2 times that the A&M offense has had the ball in this quarter, they've been off the field quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get the big play from H.
I think we're seeing got Keldrick Carper at safety. We hadn't seen him much tonight. Looks like Leon O'Neal's not on the field. Good tackle.
Good play.
Good play by Michael Clemens has been a grown man tonight. Pressure. And it's a lot of Bama keeps putting their tackle out on an island. 106,815, as Richard reported earlier in the house.
Should be
Second
the
and
final-
12.
Might be the final play of the third
Yeah, will
quarter.
likely be the final play of the third quarter. Empty set for Bama. A&M having a trouble getting it communicated.
Yeah, I noticed on the play before too that Damani was
Going
making
toward
a
the end
call
zone.
late.
Good play by Keldrick Carper. That'll end the third quarter. When we come back, Bama has it inside the A&M 20-yard line with a 7-point lead. At the end of 3 quarters, this football team that looked completely hapless against Arkansas, who showed a little bit of signs of life, but in a disappointing loss at home last week to Mississippi State, has a 7-point lead against Alabama. No moral victories. Go win the game, though, right?
Yes. Go win it.
Go win it. No moral victories. Go win the game.
So, Brauninger, we like to talk stats in between the halves, right? Or in between the quarters. 45 minutes into this game.
Don't say anything that may jinx something.
I just want to brag on the offensive line a little bit.
Good. They've
That's
played
all
well.
I'm going to say.
They've played well. I feel like this Kentucky LSU game has been in the fourth quarter forever. Kentucky up 40. They're doubling up LSU with 4 minutes left, 42-21.
So this fourth quarter is going to open with a massive 3rd and 13.
Yes.
Inside field goal range, yes. But this is a huge play. What do you think Alabama does? What do you think? What kind of concept?
I
do you
think the
they're
ball's
running?
going to one.
Going to one.
Jamison Williams been their best guy tonight.
I'm gonna say if I'm looking for the guy, I think you're looking for Mechie.
Yeah. I mean, he's their best player. One's been their best player tonight. Mechie's their best receiver.
There's just so many things you have to take away. You got to take away Robinson out of the backfield. You got to take away Mechie. You got to take
I
away
think what
one.
you've
You can't
done
over
well.
pursue because then Bryce Young's gonna beat you with his feet. Like
You've at
Crazy.
times they've sent blitzes where they've gotten home free with no resistance, but you've also shown pressures where you send one, but it allows Tyree Johnson and Michael Clemens to work one-on-one on the edge. I think if you're Bama, you're worried about pass protection. Shout out to Mark Stoops. Mark Stoops, really good football coach.
yeah, I mean he's coach of the year. In the Southeastern Conference.
Nobody in the league continuously does more with less than him.
I mean, I know Sam Pittman's getting a lot of love and rightfully so, but after today, I mean Mark Stoops is my front runner to win Coach of the Year in the Southeastern Conference and perhaps even nationally.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we're only.
What is
halfway
Kentucky?
through.
I'm gonna look up and see what
Plenty
Kentucky's
still
got
to-
coming up. I know they've got Georgia still. They beat Florida.
Pro tip: if you just Google Kentucky, you're not gonna find their football
No.
team. Just you got to Google Kentucky football. They got Georgia next week.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and 12 from the A&M 20-yard line.
In Athens. next week.
Alabama needs the A&M 7. Aggies show blitz. They rush 3. Throw caught short of the line to gain. It went to Mechie, who signals first down, and it is not a first down. Good coverage, good route, good throw, good catch, good football. 4th and 2. Is Bama going? They're not. They're going to kick the field goal here. Got to watch the ball, Richard. 4th and 2 field goal. It's a chip shot. Let him kick it. Chip shot here for Bama. Bring them within 4. And he got it. With 14 minutes and 9 seconds to go, Alabama has cut the lead to 4. 31-27, Texas A&M. Only points in this half so far for the Aggies has come on the 97-yard kickoff return by Devon Achane.
96 officially, but yep.
Got Myles Garrett tweeting. A lot of folks tuned in tonight across the country.
How could you not be tweeting, man? This is something else.
Buddy Johnson.
It's my key stat in this game, man. I'm writing this recap, but there's not a lot of separation here.
Been a fairly even game.
Oh, they're showing Tom Cruise in San Francisco. Ugh.
Chat, how many of y'all are fired up about Tom Cruise in San Francisco?
None of us are fired up about Tom Cruise in San Francisco. Nobody. Fired up for that guy right there. See what he does.
A&M needs to get a little bit of rhythm offensively.
Yes. Let's break this down by quarter and halves. Second half, Brauning. A&M has had 1 first down compared to Alabama's 7.
And the Bama offense has been on the field.
Time
lot.
of possession, 11:23 to 3:36.
A&M is going to need to play much better fourth quarter to win the game.
Yep.
A-Chain, going to sit on it.
Smart.
Let's see if we let's see who comes back at running back here.
A-Chain.
So we
no
still haven't
Isaiah
seen
Spiller.
Spiller. According to some people in the chat, he is moving on the sideline.
On the kickoff, I was watching on the over here on the
Handoff, A-Chain gets
all
3.
22. He was standing as close to the end of the A&M bench as he possibly could, helmet on too. At least I thought I saw a 28.
Offense has been stalled and out of sync since Spiller got hurt. 2nd and 7 for the Aggies. Bama blitz. Incomplete.
Throw a flag? Yep.
Yep. There was some contact at the top of that route. Jordan Battle.
It looked like he got, it looked like Weidemeyer couldn't get his hands up.
Right. I bet Gary doesn't like this one, Richard.
Oh.
I don't know. Aggie's got a break.
Objectively, that's
Aggie's got a break.
kind of soft. But no one's complaining. No one is complaining.
Bama's gotten their fair share of calls over the years, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, for sure.
So A&M 1st and 10 at their 40-yard line. Anais motions to the backfield. Throw it out to him. Bad throw. Better
That's
pick
fine,
it up.
that's
It's a
fine,
fumble.
That's fine. That's a pass.
Incomplete. Nebraska up by 3 on Michigan. Is that a final?
Got to be getting close. That game started 30 minutes before this one. 7:08 to play in Lincoln. Nebraska shut out in the first half, Brawny. 22-point third quarter.
Wow.
Scott Frost may have found something.
Aggies with 2 tight ends. Bama pressures. Calzada escapes, throws deep, overthrows Anais Smith. A wide open Anais Smith. Oh boy, Richard.
This is such a hard throw.
It's
He's
a
on
very
the
hard
run.
throw. You're right.
But he showcases the arm talent. Oh, he's ever so close.
Oh, it hit him on the fingertips.
Full extension.
Full extension by Anais. It hits him on the fingertips. A&M's going to have to take a timeout here. This is the first time the play clock's gotten down to 2, 1. They snap it and get it off.
Oh, Jalen.
Weidemeyer with a drop over the middle. That was going to be a first down. Weidemeyer drop. Aggies will punt it back to Alabama.
Hold on to your butts, boys.
Yep, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Had the matchup you wanted. Your big guy over the middle. Ball's got to be caught.
Yep.
Ball's got to be caught.
You're an All-American tight end. You can't drop that ball.
Bama setting up a return.
And have plenty of time for him. Block in the back. Hello.
JoJo Earl. This is dangerous. Isaiah Rakes making the tackle on punt coverage.
Okay.
Good return. About a 15, 20-yard return for Bama. They'll get it. They'll get the ball with a chance to take the lead. First
telling
drop of the
me-
night came at a very inopportune time.
Telling me in the second half, this can't be right. A&M's had 6 plays on offense. That can't be right. So 9. It doesn't look like they've included this last drive. Wow.
It's a tough drop.
Still can't be right. That math's wrong. A&M's only run 38 offensive plays today compared to Alabama's 57.
I'm sure the message board's calm and focused right now, right? Back to action here. Bama will start. 1st and 10 at their own 32. Yep, 32-yard line. Good punt return by JoJo Earl.
Brian
Bama has-
Robinson Jr.
Bama has gone to the ground here in the second half. Leon O'Neal back onto the field. Notre Dame and Virginia Tech all square. Tyree Johnson and Michael Clemens down. Yikes. It looks like Clemens is just trying to catch his breath.
Important, brother. Looks like he's fine.
This A&M team has expended a lot of effort tonight.
And they've played well. They've played well enough to win.
We're
Just
going
have
to
to
another
close.
commercial break here.
Dude, you seem new to these CBS broadcasts. This game's
It was going
this
too
game's
quick.
only 3 hours
I know.
old. We got another hour and a half we got to eat up.
Yeah, but I agree. The defense looks gassed.
Yep.
They've been on the
They've
field
been
a
on the
lot
field a
the second
lot.
half. A&M's gotten a fumble recovery and an interception. They hold a 2-1 lead in the turnover margin, and boy, would right now be a time for another one. As a matter of fact, Richard, I'll say this. I believe that if A&M gets another turnover, they'll win the game.
I like it. I think that's you have a strong argument. What is this commercial, man? Pretending the football's a baby. Weird.
People still talking about the drop. Well, that's a tough drop for Jalen. Extended the drive, kept your defense off the field. Holy cow, did you see that?
No.
2-point conversion. He just heaved it up in the air and came down with it. Notre Dame to tie the game. Second one. Bama at their own 41. And again to Brian Robinson.
How do you
Runs
get
through a
that?
tackle for about 2. First down, Alabama. Play action. Bama trying to take a shot. Bryce Young's going to run, still on his feet. Finally tracked down by Hansford after about a 4-yard gain.
Dude, I'm nervous.
Tunnel screen or bubble screen.
That's well blocked.
Blocked, and he gets out of a tackle. He's still on his feet.
Wrap up.
Aggies corral him at their own 34. Jamison Williams continues to have a big night for Alabama. Big in the second half. Good job by the Bama receivers. A&M got to get off blocks on the edge. DeMarvin Leal runs into Damani Richardson. A&M defense on their heels. Spike that throw. Once again, though, if you look to the blind side, if he doesn't throw that ball,
Michael Clemens.
Michael Clemens is implanting his face mask in the middle of Bryce Young's back.
Dude, the Cyclops is having a game.
He just slipped. I don't know what that just complete misfire there by Bryce Young.
I'll take it.
I will too. I mean, that's the first time Bama hasn't run on first down.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
205 yards for Alabama in the second half to just 13 for the Aggies.
Mm-hmm.
That is an ugly stat.
Bama's going to call a timeout with 11:03 to go in the ball game. And I'll tell you what, Richard, it's a bad stat, right? No question. But if it doesn't change and A&M wins the game, nobody's going to care. This isn't a beauty contest at this point for A&M. It won't be a beauty contest for A&M the rest of the year, right? It's about playing. You're not playing to win games with a wow factor. You're playing to win games, and then you're playing to get these young kids experience and Zach Calzada experience and have these guys continue to see these live bullets in the SEC. And, like next week at Mizzou is a huge test. You know why?
Why's that?
Because they've expended so much energy tonight mental, physical, emotional energy. And you got to go to the Como, Columbia, Missouri next week and play an 11 a.m. kick. That's going to test the maturity and leadership of this team, much like this 2-game losing streak has, and you've seen how A&M has bounced back tonight.
Quit messing with the hat. I'm not
This
messing with the hat,
this
dude.
guy's on you.
Bub, I'm not moving it. I promise you. Hello, Michigan.
This is not on track for an overtime game because of the way the score is. Bama's down by
Yeah.
4.
This one's going to end in 60.
Well, I mean, unless the Tide get a touchdown here and A&M's able to get a field goal.
Let's
But
not,
A&M
let's
hasn't-
not let that happen.
A&M hasn't shown any semblance of offense in the second half to where you think they would be able to sustain a drive and get down close enough to get Seth Small a chance. The obligatory 2012 Johnny Manziel versus Bama highlight
package.
montage.
Man, that ball, every time I see that ball wobble to Malcolm Kennedy, goosebump. DeShazer Everett,
Mhm.
Johnny praying on the sidelines.
What a night. I remember
What were you doing on that night?
I was coaching in a baseball tournament just outside of Austin. Johnny getting recognized in Kyle Field.
That was the last
Trey
time,
Williams, Kristen Michael there.
That was the last time A&M beat a top-ranked team. The first time they did it was actually my first A&M football game.
Against Oklahoma.
Oklahoma in 2002. That was
RPO.
5.
Got to get off blocks. Over pursued. First down, Alabama. Seeing Darius Jones on the field, I believe, for the first time tonight. A&M not good in space there. Bama continues to go to the flats. Damani Richardson whiffs a tackle short of the first down line. Bama at the A&M 20. Run to Brian Robinson. Leon makes a tackle. 3-yard gain. $10:20 to go. Clock moving. Bama at the A&M 16. Aggies show 4 down. 1 linebacker. Bama. Pair of series to each side of Bryce Young. Pump fake. Throws the seam. Touchdown Alabama.
he dropped
it.
They're calling it incomplete.
Well,
Leon, go
Leon,
down. Leon, go down.
It can't be a fumble because if he caught it and dropped it in the end zone, it'd be a touchdown.
Yeah, that's
That's an incomplete
a
pass.
touchdown.
Gary's pulling hard for it to be a touchdown, I bet.
Yeah, Dalton confirms that.
Dalton confirms that Gary's looking for a touchdown. That's not a catch.
That's not a touchdown.
That's not a
No.
catch.
6 for 13. Very unlike Alabama.
Flag before the snap here.
Delay of game? What?
The second time.
Are you kidding me? I'm going to try and watch this. Who's going to clap? They got Aaron Hansford for clapping. Turning around and facing the secondary. Aaron Hansford's
He's
clapping.
trying to get
This
attention.
Is nothing.
These are bad penalties.
What is that?
So the offense can communicate via using hand claps, but the defense can't. Is that what we're saying? Now it's 3rd and 2. What a huge penalty call. It's the second time.
That sucks. That's garbage. That's as Stephen McGee would say. That's bull crap. That's bull crap.
First down, Alabama. Brian Robinson out of the flat. First and goal, Alabama. Inside the A&M 5. What a nonsense call. Bama again attacking the flats. Bama in a hurry here. Throw the bubble. A&M got it leveraged. Good play on this. Good play by
Well
Tyreek
done.
Chappelle.
Well done.
So it's loud in the stadium. We understand that. They can't hear. The defense can't hear, so they got to clap to get each other's attention.
Bama's not even going off flat. They're going off guard.
Right. Dalton's right. Bama's going off the guard, tapping the center to initiate the snap. They're not even clapping to receive the snap. Second and goal, Alabama at the A&M 4. It's a rub route. Oh, it was almost an interception. Oh, man.
Leon's still running.
Ball off the tight end's hands. Alabama goes with an illegal rub.
It's all legal for Alabama.
Well,
It's
actually,
all legal for Alabama.
it was. I think it was the tight end that hit his own. It wasn't illegal. That's my fault. They tried to run a rub route, but the tight end hit his own guy, which threw the timing off. Bounces off of his hand, up in the air, and Leon just out of his reach.
Third down. This is huge.
Third and goal. This is 2-down territory here, Rich.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You take the points.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. Absolutely. Especially with the way your defense has been playing.
Out route misses the Slade Bolden. Again,
Don't do that.
yeah.
No, but just
Antonio
because they've
Johnson.
been calling some ticky-tack stuff all game long. It's none better than what
Well,
we
they're
just
gonna
saw.
go. They're gonna kick it.
So the way your defense has been playing against this A&M offense.
That's why I go for it.
No, because you're gonna get the ball back. So they're gonna get the ball back at least once. And
I would go for
the
this.
way the trends
I'd go
tell
for
me,
it.
the way the trends tell me is that you're gonna stop A&M pretty
Yeah,
quick
but Richard, you
and
may
get the
be.
ball back with great field position. You got 2 timeouts, and A&M.
A&M has gotten 15 yards in this half. They're inside their own 5.
It sets up anything for you, like a game-winning field goal. Like it cuts it to 1 point. Absolutely, you take the field goal.
I think they
No, you're
should have gone. So Bama takes the short field goal. Aggies clinging, and we do mean clinging, to a 1-point lead, 31-30. 8 minutes to go.
8:44 remaining. 13 play
lifetime.
drive.
The defensive simulation call, it doesn't end up hurting A&M in terms of costing them. I mean, it was going to be a chip shot field goal for Alabama, even from there. That's twice it's been called. And if you're not going to let coaches talk to the players directly on the field via microphones like they do in the NFL, how do you expect them to communicate? They've got to get coaching from the sideline via hand signals, right? They're playing a game with 106,000 people right on top of them in a primetime showdown. What do you want him to do? Whistle? Now we got to take my mouthpiece out so I can whistle?
Yeah. I don't know.
Dr. Vol still hanging in. Folks in Knoxville, I think, are pulling hard for the Aggies. I do not think number 6 will touch this ball. And I tell you what, Jalen Weidemeyer had a big drop, but so did their tight end. That's going to go out of the end zone. I said Tennessee is rooting for A&M.
Everyone in America
America
is rooting for you.
Yeah.
There
we'll see.
there might be one city that's not.
Yeah, there's a city 90 miles west of here that. Sorry, I'm getting texts from some important folk.
Things are going good in San Francisco.
There's your Dodgers update.
I like it.
Isaiah Spiller,
He back.
what a cut in the hole. Gets 4. What a warrior. Played through a broken foot last year in the Orange Bowl. Clearly hobbled tonight. When his team needs him, he's gutting it out.
It's a bad decision.
It's not, I mean, what do you want to take a sack? He threw it
No,
away.
I mean, just wasn't good.
Bama had it very well diagnosed. Went a little play action to Spiller. Got Calzada on the move. Bama had it diagnosed. No play there. Calzada gets rid of it. Again, A&M facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play. Michigan leads.
Good for them. Man, that's going to be tough. Michigan was a 2.5-point favorite.
Picked up. Oh, he's early. Nope. Missed him.
Another 3 and out.
Another 3 and out. A&M with 0 offensive rhythm in this second half.
17 yards.
I think that ball's a tad late, Richard. He's open. By the way, that's pass interference.
That's pass interference.
It's Pat's pass interference.
Knocks his hands down
Josh
before the ball
Jobe,
gets
yeah,
there.
that's pass interference. A&M doesn't get a call. He's open. The ball's got to come out sooner. We just saw it on the all-22. Anias is open. Oh, high
Oh,
snap.
wow.
Gets the punt off.
And it's a good one, too.
Good punt. JoJo Earl slips a tackle.
Good coverage.
Chris Russell, Deuce Harmon. So the Aggie defense will once again be tasked with keeping Bama off the scoreboard, something they have not done in a while.
Yeah, I'll go look at these drives. Alabama has, aside from the punt in the 3rd quarter on their first drive, they went touchdown, field goal, field goal.
Brian Robinson surges forward for 4 or 5. It's another thing. A&M goes to Spiller on first down for a 4.5-yard gain and then doesn't go back to him.
Especially when you're needing to eat some clock. I don't understand that, but
Brian Robinson over 130 yards rushing. Leon late to the box. Blitz. Bama picks it up. Over the middle. Good coverage, Jalen Jones. Going to be 3rd down and 6. Jalen Jones against John Mechie. Jalen Clatsam, that's a drop by Mechie. You don't see that often. Ball, I mean, his ball is on him as soon as he comes out of his break. 3rd and 6. Well, Rich,
I'm scared.
don't be scared.
I keep having to remind myself not to watch that broadcast. Because it comes in like 2 seconds before the play. They just got that off. Oh!
They didn't.
They say they didn't. They call a timeout?
Bama call a timeout.
I didn't see a flag. A&M called a timeout.
Jimbo, you could see him talking to Mike there. He was saying
Dalton's
Mike.
Dalton's saying that they're not They're not lined up right. Yeah, look at the secondary. Not that I think it matters. Leon's coming on a safety blitz.
I think Jimbo panicked and called. I wonder if that's what the conversation was with him and Elko. Because you could see him when they went to commercial break, he's saying, Mike. What day is it, Mike?
It's Saturday.
You don't remember that commercial?
I know. It's Hump Day. The camel.
They're
Nobody's
saying in the
happy
chat
with
they
the
had an
camel on
uncovered
Wednesday?
wide receiver. I didn't see an uncovered guy. They got over there late. It was the slot to the top side.
Okay, here we go. 3rd and 6.
That was a quick commercial break. Dalton screams are out of commercial breaks. Here we go.
Taking so many.
3rd down and 6.
Wide
Wide open. Joe Earl. Got their freshman playmaker in space. Bryce Young. Cool as you like. Stack formation. JoJo Earl, just too quick. Got a tackle.
He's just a monster, man. That's now 141 yards on the ground, 22 carries for Brian Robinson Jr. That's just incredible.
2nd down and
Like,
5.
He's insane.
Just the next in a long line of Alabama running backs, my man.
Yep.
DeMarvin Leal lined up over the center here.
Michael Clemens.
There's a hold. It's a bad throw.
The other 3rd down.
I'm looking for holds on every drop back now.
Jalen Jones, man. I like that kid a lot. Was he one of the guys you covered in high school, or
Yes.
is San Antonio?
No, he was
That's a
mine.
how.
Well, he had Mechie on the cross on the other way. A lot of folks going to walk out of Cal Field really tired after this one, Zaner.
They'll find the second wind on Northgate, I'm sure.
If the Aggies hold on, I can bet it.
Town
Blitz.
might burn down.
Wide open. Jamison Williams moves the chains again. Bama converts on 3rd down. Crimson Tide are at the Aggie 43-yard line, just needing a field goal, 44-yard line, to take the lead. Man, Brian Robinson has just been huge. 6-yard run on 1st down. The A&M defense is gassed. Somebody's got to make a play. 5:30 left in the game. A&M holds on to a lead. Little in-breaking route. Jamison Williams, he's loose.
Wow.
He's all the way inside the A&M 10-yard line. Bama's looking to go fast. Zone coverage, in-breaking route. Don't tackle after the catch. I mean, it's just fatigue, Richard. Bama snaps it. Nobody, uncovered man. Touchdown. Nobody covered him. It's fatigue. Bama takes their first lead
Since the first quarter.
since the first quarter. Is Bama set here? No, Bama's not set. Bama's not set. Look at the left tackle. He's moving his feet. The left tackle's moving his feet. Look, A&M's got to get the guy covered. It's a miscommunication on A&M's part. But that doesn't absolve Alabama of a penalty.
No.
Bama going for 2. And they get it on a back shoulder throw. Jamison Williams again.
Well, you know what you got to do.
The Aggie offense has been dormant the entire second half. And Bama has just paper cut you and paper cut you, body blowed you for the entirety of the half. And it's been mostly Brian Robinson and Jamison Williams. Here, they're showing the replay again. This is an illegal procedure on Alabama. His feet are left tackle's feet are moving. Five minutes to go. Aggies have 2 timeouts. Down by 7. And Bama kicks the ball way out of bounds. So they give the Aggies a little help there, which the offense could certainly use. A&M been unable to get in any kind of rhythm offensively in the second half. The defense has just been put through the mill time and time again. Now the Aggie offense takes the field with a deficit. So we're getting, Gene Steratore on the broadcast said, illegal procedure. First and 10 A&M. Calzada sets, throws, Anias. First down. Across the midfield stripe. First and 10 A&M. It was a throwback screen, looked like, to Watermeyer that was very well read by Henry Toto.
Chio.
4 minutes and 28 seconds left.
So you have plenty of time to do whatever you want.
Yeah, but you're at the point in the field where I think you got 4 downs. Jalen Preston.
The name we have not called tonight, or at least not much of.
How does he rip how does the helmet come off without a face mask?
There
It
it is. Thank you. And targeting.
That's a face mask and targeting.
But you've got to look at this. If you don't, this is officiating malpractice.
I mean, Bama literally had been moving at the snap.
Yep. Thank you.
I think it's not going to be targeting. And I
It's
think
got to be. So you don't
but
have
they
to
can't
hit-
review. I wish they would have called a face mask.
I agree.
Watch.
Yes, he launches. He doesn't lead with the. He doesn't
Well,
hit him.
we
with
should
the
get an
tip.
extra 15 then.
You don't have to, yeah.
That's a face mask on. That's targeting.
that's
Yeah, it's targeting.
targeting. Bye.
He's done. There's two Manville guys getting after it in the thick of an SEC West battle right there. Layden Robinson on his way down to help Jalen Preston. Shout out to all my guys down at Manville. Hoka hey, Hoka hey. I mean, after review, that's a pretty blatant targeting call. What are we looking at here? I can't hear what old Sterator's saying.
Did they pick it up?
No, but how do we miss the face masks too? Watch 2. He pulls his helmet off by his face mask.
They kept him in.
Not targeting and no face mask. Not targeting.
This is
And no
bullcrap.
face mask.
It's fixed. It's fixed.
This is not
fixed.
targeting.
How is this not targeting? Where's Stuart Wade? Where's Stuart Wade?
Hold on, no.
Is it targeting?
I'm more upset with where's the face mask?
This is bullcrap. Textbook. Textbook face mask. Textbook targeting.
So A&M, that should be a half the distance to the goal penalty. And now they're facing 3rd and 2. Third and 2, A-Chain in the backfield, out of the pistol. They hand it to him. He gets it. Good slippery run by Devon A-Chain. It's getting to the point, Richard, that if A&M scores here, I'm thinking about 2.
Yep.
Long way to go to get there. Chat slowed down. Okay, I guess they've got their jaw dropped
Everyone's
about
glued.
that.
I'm not so sure. I think everyone's just glued into this. A&M's for the first time in the second half. They've shown some life on offense. Moved into plus territory.
Good throw.
Jalen Preston, man.
Ruben
No.
Fothery. I don't know.
Well,
He
my-
got away with a hold on the top side.
Well, it's about time A&M gets a break.
David Thompson says, ball don't lie. No, dude. I want the 30 yards and penalty. That should have been
I want the linebacker out of the game.
Great throw by Zach. Jalen sits down in the zone.
Sub in the inexperienced 5-star, not the veteran.
Bama blitz. Got it picked up. Going to the end zone. Wide open. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Now you don't go for 2, Dalton. What a throw.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh. Calzada down on the field.
Watch it up here.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Zach Calzada laying on the field, and he is in pain. Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
That replay did not look good.
It's a knee.
He gets rolled up. I believe the line gets pushed back into him. So Devon A-Chain cuts the blitzing linebacker, and then Blake Traynor trips over that block and falls into Zach Calzada, who makes a fantastic throw to Anais Smith. Zach able to put any weight onto his left leg. Being helped off by the A&M training staff. I guess it's a good time to remind you that the backup is a true freshman walk-on from Port Neches Groves, Blake Boast. That also takes your decision to kick the extra point or go for 2 out of it. Calzada going into the tent with Jimbo Fisher. Blake Boast getting loose. What an incredible throw. Great block by A-Chain. Trainer trips over Chris. I know, that looks bad. That does not look good. I hate seeing that for Zach. That kid has lived a very tough life for the last few weeks, Richard.
Yeah, he has.
And he's competed his tail off tonight and put his team in a position to upset number one.
I hate that for that kid, man.
Blake Boast there's talking to Haynes King. Well, we may not see Blake Boast if the Aggie defense doesn't get a stop. I'm hoping that we see Blake Boast if we have to.
Yeah.
38-38, 3 minutes left. For those of you unfamiliar, Blake Boast is the younger brother of Texas A&M baseball player Austin Boast, who hit 300 with 10 home runs for the Aggie baseball team last spring. What a gritty performance by Zach Calzada. What a gritty performance by this A&M team.
Dude, I'm so gutted for Zach. He dealt with a lot of nastiness, social media.
Brian Gann
the
saying in the
internet
chat
this
that
week.
he thought Haynes told Boast that you're in.
That sucks, dude.
Run to start the drive.
Plays the game of his life against the number one
Aggies.
team in the country, has them tied with 3 minutes to play, and that's going to be it.
We don't know, but that didn't look good. Having to be helped off by two members of the training staff. Second and 9 for Alabama. Tide probably need to get to around the 35-yard line for a field goal. Dropped it. A&M catches a break.
Karma.
He squatted in the middle of that zone. Wasn't a great throw from Bryce Young. But you're an Alabama tight end, Billingsley. You got to hold on to the ball, Billingsley. Billingsley, party at Taylor's house now, Billingsley. We're going to get wasted. All right, sorry. There's our movie. We say we're going to quote movies in the second half. 3rd and 9, 2:21 remaining. Alabama at the A&M 26. Get the snap off. Ball's tipped at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. Be interesting to see who got their hand up there. 4th and 9. Isaiah Rakes. Was it Isaiah Rakes? That ball didn't look right coming out, Dalton. Did it get tipped? Calzada. Back from the tent. Calzada gave 2 thumbs up coming out of the tent. Bama punts it away. Anias with a chance to return. About a 3-yard return. A&M's going to start at their own 35. Now, here's what A&M's got. Seth Small's been incredible this year. But they've also got Caden Davis, who has in practice made from around 65 yards. First and 10 A&M at their own 35. Hand to Isaiah Spiller. Good play by the Alabama defense. Yeah, Layden wanted him to cut that up inside. Well, now you start thinking about overtime. Minute 50 with the clock moving, Bama's got 2 timeouts, 2nd and 15. This play is going to determine what you do from here on out. Spiller lofted it, first down.
Wow.
What a throw. What a play call. What a throw. Isaiah Spiller gutting it out. Zach Calzada gutting it out. The A&M offensive line gutting it out. 2 Bama guys run into each other. Zach floats it over the top. A&M. Are they going to look at that? Boy, this would be not good if he's out of bounds.
Dude, I don't even know what to say.
Oh, no.
He's out.
No, that left foot's on the ground when he catches it. The right foot's out. When that ball's caught, his left foot's on the ground. That's a catch. Dalton, please prepare a screen cap of his left foot being on the ground when the ball's caught. There. Is this one of these things where Gary Danielson says, logic says that he's in bounds, but you can't use logic? Caught, left foot down. No question, Richard.
No question. Wow. Gary Danielson rooting for my team. Wild.
Stands. Like they couldn't confirm it. Stands.
I don't care.
I
It's
know.
the same. 17 yards one way or the other. Left foot down.
That guy.
Oh my God, Dalton Hughes.
I was thinking it earlier.
I didn't even think about it. Dude, this riding's going to be fun. Zach Calzada.
Can run if he wants to.
Hobbled. Go down.
Yeah. And
Yes.
that's going to, I mean, Damon Demas just called a ricochet shot off the ball too, by the way. Calzada scrambles for 11.
Nick Saban's killed that grass on that sideline, man. He's pacing. That's incidental.
Yeah, it's incidental. I just saw him fly across the screen. A&M at the Bama 42. 109 to go. Bama blitz again.
Okay.
Good decision. Calzada throws it away. When did Foster break his thumb? He got it wrapped last week. He was playing with it most of the game last week. Wrapped like that. Can still run the ball here. You can still run the ball. 28, been your best player all year. A lot of dudes growing up tonight. Calzada throw. Caught. Anias, first down. Great throw. Great catch. The look in Zach Calzada's face has changed. Just a 6-yard slant. Good stick at the top of the route. Good ball by Zach. Put it right on his face mask. 45 ticks left. Run to Isaiah. He pushes forward for 4. 37 seconds left. Aggies are at the 24-yard line. Excuse me, it's not the 24, the 26, 27. Calzada to throw. Lofts it to Watermeyer. That's going to be PI. That has to be PI. That's taking a one-on-one shot with one of your better players. Blitz, A&M gets it pretty much picked up. Calzada takes a shot one-on-one, 50-50 ball. It's either incomplete, my guy catches it, or they get a flag. A&M gets a PI. That'll be a 15-yard penalty, or half the distance, right? Zane will be about at the 13-yard line, 13.5-yard line. $14 seconds to go. Aggies at the 12-yard line. Hand to Spiller. Gets one. They're going to let it tick down in the center of the field with 2 ticks left. 1 tick left. A&M will set up for a game-winning field goal to beat Alabama. A&M will set up for a game-winning field goal
Dude, I know.
to beat Alabama.
I know. This is crazy.
Chat, Texas A&M is setting up for a game-winning field goal to beat Alabama. This much maligned team for the last 2 weeks. Nobody gave them a chance. 18-point dogs at home to Alabama. They're setting up for a potential game winner. From number 47, veteran kicker Seth Small. Ball will be snapped by Connor Choate. It will be placed down on the ground by Nick Constantino. They've added a second. See if Bama takes a timeout.
My computer sounds like it's about to take off.
Snap, hold, kick is good. It knuckles through. It knuckles through. We said the season was bad, but the program wasn't in bad shape. We said it all week. The program's not in bad shape, Richard.
Zach Calzada.
Zach Calzada.
Look at
Isaiah Spiller. The offensive line. Jimbo Fisher. Mike Elko. That defense that was on the field for the majority of the second half.
The 3rd time in school history.
Dalton's throwing little lights. I'm not doing that, Dalton. They're chugging beers. I've got a laptop to look for. It's a celebration. There's going to be a party in Aggieland tonight. Stay tuned to TexAgs for the post-game wrap. Jimbo Fisher got dunked with water. They're storming the field. Northgate, burn it down. What a win for the program. What a win for Zach Calzada. What a win for Jimbo Fisher.
Hey, Dalton, turn my
Now
mic
you've
off.
got to go on the road next week to play Missouri. They did it. It wasn't pretty. Here's the kick again.
Hey, Siri, call
It took off left. It knuckled back through, and the Aggies have done it. They've done it. It's going to be a good night. Stay tuned to TexAgs.
Yes!
Stay tuned to TexAgs. We'll have more very shortly with David Nuno on the post-game wrap.